Boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's Billy Boy. Billy Boy. Bart. Let's get it.
Perfect.
Everybody despises the villain, but never take accountability for creating the villain.
There you go. Now it feels a whole lot better. As you already know, this is Cooler Talk Monday, but we switched up the title a little bit today. As we call this, what do we call this one?
Riddle me this.
As I am your host, the 6-man K Styles. As you see over there on the ghostly appearance side of the game, we got Mr. Mad Mike Sports. He'll be right with us soon shortly. And as you see at the bottom of the screen, we have the therapist ATL.
I see what y'all did there today.
I see. Oh, wait a second. I see that it is empty.
Yes. Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. I see.
All right. So let's go ahead and get this roll call going on. Let's go ahead and get some little roll call music going on. Like I said, we're gonna put a little throwback on. We're gonna give Mike a little cooler talk going on here. Cool talk music. Hey, so let's go ahead and get this roll call going, man. And as you already know, the first roll calls of these shows goes to the members only, and then we're gonna go right after that. So definitely shout out to Mr. Adamfield in the building. What's going on, homie? Darnell. And let's see, we got other members in here. I thought I saw another one. Where we at? We got D. Coleman in the building as well. Shouts out to you, D. Coleman. Hey, we got Mr. Michael Walker in the building. Not that Michael Walker. All right, so those are all the members. Let's go ahead and get to the regular roll call here, man. So we got Brian Peoples in the building, ATL Leo, Miss Pamela is in the building. Appreciate you joining us, mama. We got Sonya Howe. That's my peoples right there. Appreciate you. Mama, let's get this thing done. We got Drake Murphy, William Amy, Jock Money, Eric Matt, Marquise Brown, Old Chicken Holler. We got Bubba Gump, YMOF Jamal, JB, Nick Bean. D. Sloan, Nathan Floyd, and shouts out to Ephraim Jones for the $1.99 super chat. Saying showing some love to the homies, Dirty Bird Nation. Definitely appreciate you. And
we got a new member.
We got a new member. Hold on.
You ready?
Yeah. Hold on. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Shout out to 420 to Smoke for being the new member.
Salute, bro. Appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate that. But one love. We got Lee 85, Mucho Grundy, Ghost Peppers, Rob Banks, Zid Zag. Let's go ahead and get right into the shizzo. Like I said, definitely appreciate that. So, when Mad Mike Sports get in here, I want to know how everybody's day has been so far, man. Everybody had a good day so far. I know this weather is kind of crazy because I remember it raining this morning, then all of a sudden now it want to be summertime in the afternoon. Like, what in the entire what was that?
Look, I tell you what, this weather it kind of matches some of these comments and things we've been hearing all day. That's what I think.
Hey man, I know, right? We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Dan Bursey, Gears 5 Corey. We got the OG Big Sam in the building, as you already know. Hey, we're gonna send something for you, so you know these folks gonna be wanting to hear your take on this too. But
oh yeah,
you already know when OG Sam's in the building, you know shit about to get real around here. God. But climate changing like a mud for real. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I got my Ski Master Slump guy do-rag on, so just in case y'all don't see that shit. But what y'all want to talk about, man? Hold on, we got a $5 super chat from 420 to Smoke. Said Team Ritter all day, every day, baby.
See, I like the way he think. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. And William Amy here is the media. I keep talking about this Lamar Jackson bullshit. Yes, it is some bullshit. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. But first, Atlanta Falcons made a signing today. I don't know too much about this guy. I have to do more so of my homework on him.
Mm-hmm.
What to do? Oh, I had it poured up in my damn phone, and Joe Gazzano.
Joe
Gaziano sounds like
one of them. He one of them Jenkins boys.
Right. So, like I said, pretty much is D lineman. Y'all don't expect this to be no big major splash move. This is kind of like one of those depth piece moves, training camp body type of signings right here. So I like I said, I gotta do more of my homework on that. So I'm sorry I ain't got that much information on him like that. I just know that he plays in the trenches, so they looking to build more depth there. All right, so apparently y'all might not have much to say about this guy. If y'all do, like I said, y'all can go ahead and enlighten me on it if you don't mind.
Mike, did you happen to find out anything about him?
Absolutely not. He came from the planet Saskatchewan. He's an alien from outer space. That's what I get. Who the fuck knows who he is?
He sounds like a pizzeria. a pizzeria.
You know what? Let me see. What team did he come from?
The Chargers.
Okay.
Bliss said he's a slower Curtis Lofton.
Oh gosh.
Interesting. Like I said, I got to do my homework, so I'm sorry I ain't got that much for you.
OG said he's the defensive end. Chargers last action.
You got 10% left on the battery. Let's go sign him.
So yeah, he's from these comments, he's a fill-in piece.
Right. So Lee 85 with the $2 super chat. Not one, but $2. It said Ritter's going to shock everybody.
That part.
Yeah.
Gear 5 Corey said Graziano is about to be a special teams player.
Right. Gears 5 said Gaziano is about to be a special teams player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, what we've seen as far as these signings.
What's up, this
going in? What's up? You said something, Mike? I guess not.
What's
But
up? That's all.
okay.
Yeah. We can hear you.
All right. It was kind of going in and out there for a little bit. I didn't know if you were saying what's up or you just slapped the shit out of somebody in the background. But if we look at a lot of these signings that's going around in this free agency period so far, if we notice the pattern of them, they're looking to bolster not only defense but special teams. Like I said, these are two important aspects of your football team that you always want to bolster up. Now, I know a lot of people don't give a damn about special teams, and that's not to be damn surprising. Because that's not really a sexy part of the game. But it's very important because field positioning and being able to, like I said, flip field position, being able to contain guys, like punting the football and, having gunners that can get down there and get the returner quick and kickoff coverage, punt coverage is very important. And that's what a lot of these teams like Kansas City, like a lot of these teams like Pittsburgh, they value their defense and special teams because this aspect of the game helps whatever side of the ball that you're talking about. Punters help the defense, kickers help the offense.
Well, hey, they got to understand special teams can actually make the difference between winning the championship and losing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but let me cut that off. Oh man, I had to cut the fan off there for a second, boy. It sound like a lawnmower in here right quick. Breon Mitchell here said Desmond Ritter over Lamar is pure crack by owners and front office.
Really?
He's got but like I said, he's gonna have an opportunity to speak because, like I said, this is gonna be a special one tonight, so we're gonna open it up. Not yet, but stay tuned, Breon, because you could talk pretty. You could, like I said, let us know how you feel about the situation and everything.
I hope you did your homework.
High quality H2O plus ginger root, yeah. Let's see. So, what do y'all feel about that? Well, do y'all want to go ahead and get straight into this, or you got some more that you want to talk about? Okay, so Eric Matt says Lamar Jackson is playing himself.
Absolutely.
Brian People said, "Where my popcorn at?" Since I'm listening at work.
Oh yeah, please get it.
Right.
Please get it.
Stephen B here says every third round quarterback drafted in the last 30 years who became a star.
I'm glad Stephen B said that. K-Style. I mean, we might as well get them what they asking for.
All right, so you want to go ahead and just open it up now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Out the way.
Okay, so I mean that is true. Like you said, you don't get too many stars out the third round.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Mm.
But the problem that we're looking at here is with this offense in particular does not call for superstars at the quarterback position.
Right.
Now, all right, Andrew G, what's going on, man? All right, so we about to go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna open it up for everybody. Like I said,
let me say this real quick. I gotta interrupt you. Breon, you gotta be the first one to come in. Since you've been talking all this shit, You bring your ass on here first. So get your ass in here, put the fucking link in here, and get in and tell us why. Tell me why. I want you to sing a
Tell
sad.
me
I
why
want you to. I
ain't
want you to sing
nothing but
a
a
love song to Lamar.
party. Tell
Since you
me
so confident
why
in him, come and sing him a lullaby, okay? Breon.
Oh gosh,
ain't
this is gonna
nothing
be
but a
interesting.
heartache. Tell me why. But
I didn't say you, William. I said Breon. Breon got to be the first one on here.
no,
We got you, Will,
just
but
stay
I
on. Just
want
stay.
Breon.
No,
We
no,
gonna hold
he
this
cool
show
backstage.
hostage until
Mike, he cool
Breon gets on here.
backstage. But we need Breon first. He cool backstage. We gonna get him in a minute.
Yes, absolutely. He's cool back, but Breon gotta come on. You don't show your face, okay?
Hold on, where he made a special challenge to a certain person right quick, so he waiting on that person to come on. But yeah, I don't know about y'all, man, but for me, I'm just so over this shit right now because it's like
I'm not even over talking about quarterbacks because I love quarterbacks. I'm tired of you stupid mother pluckers keep making up bullshit to fit your. I don't want to hear your fake ass bullshit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no bullshit from y'all. Making up shit that's like, oh, if he would have had Julio Jones and Antonio Brown and Tyler Algier, motherfucker, this ain't no goddamn video game. Chances are that shit ain't gonna happen.
right.
If he would have had Julio and Drake London and he would have been in 4,000. Look, I don't care nothing about that.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have been no 4,000 nothing. Because if he couldn't throw for 4,000 yards with the team he had with them weapons and those good players he had, he ain't gonna do it now.
Right.
Y'all can come in here with your tissue crying and boo-hooing about no, he wouldn't.
Okay. Is this Breon? Is this Chris? All right, we're gonna let. I don't see Breon in here. All right, we're gonna let William come in here first. Like I said, man, I'm so over this shit right now, bro. It's like, god damn, like, what do y'all want him to do?
What's up, fellas, man? I ain't gonna talk y'all boys head on, but man, I was looking at Skip Bayless. I ain't gonna touch on. I was looking at Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. They keep saying, "Oh, Lamar Jackson, he deserved this money." How he gonna deserve this money? And he needs to play a whole fucking full season. Like this shit is sickening, man. Like the thing is, man, Lamar Jackson cannot win, and he cannot throw the ball to his receivers. That's why they opt out and don't want to be with him. That's the main question is he can't stay healthy, and he don't want to study that playbook.
See, like I said, here's my thing. Here's my thing going on this, and like you said. Why are the Falcons being the only team vilified for not jumping on this shit, but everybody else get a pat on the goddamn back?
Because we're building a team.
So is the media telling us that this team is better than they hope? They better than they thought? Are they saying that this team has potential?
Man, hell no.
Or are they trying to sell? Are they trying to sell some new copies of Madden 21?
Of course they are.
Part of that, yeah.
We know what's the real deal. We know
what it is, but
yeah.
I look.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead.
They've been using a code word called exciting.
Oh, selling tickets. Hold on. Let me make sure we use the code word. Selling tickets. Superstar.
Exciting.
Culture.
Yes.
It's like
now.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah. Because see, what it is, you got Atlanta's, it's the culture and Atlanta, and then Arthur Blankton paid all that money for that stadium. Y'all should be doing this, that, and the other. And I want to ask somebody. I'll ask anybody this question: when the last time popularity or excitement won a game? Because if we talking from a space of common sense, winning games brings fans.
Right.
You don't got to be popular when you're winning games.
Well,
if you're telling me that you're not focused on winning games, then basically you're saying the only way Falcons can bring people to the stadium is by being popular. Which, in other words, you're saying that you're okay with us losing. Because if you're so concerned about us winning, what are you worried about the culture for? When they've already told you and showed you what their identity is.
Mm-hmm. All right, OG, man, what's going on, man?
Hold on, Sam. Let me properly introduce you real quick. Let me properly.
Yes,
sir. So, as my friend, brother, OG likes to say, before y'all get in here, make sure you don't have your pink thong on, because we ain't got time for the feelings. So, Sam, please let the people know. Please let the people know before we.
You all got to get off your period.
Ooh, might off.
Yeah, right off the bat. Get off your period. There will be no Michael Vick's sequel. There is no such thing as 2.0. See, the problem with ATL and a few folks that migrate from Florida, where Lamar from, that's advocating for this bullshit.
It's LaQuisha. It's not. No, that's not his name. It's LaQuisha. Okay, LaQuisha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, here's what everybody's running from, and some people have heard me say this, and some people have heard it but didn't hear it. LaWanda is an all-pro athlete. But that bitch is an AAU quarterback.
Damn.
LaWanda.
That sounds like greens cooking in a crock pot in the back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right.
The AAU quarterback. He can't throw a back shoulder out route pass. Can't throw a time and seam route. But he can run though. He can run for 1,000 yards. Look, when you out here at that position and you're doing a bad Barry Sanders impression, does not make you a quarterback.
Say it again, Sam. Say that one more time.
Okay. You see, a lot of y'all ain't did your homework. Now I'm gonna run this one more again, because you didn't hear me last week. So I'm gonna run this one more again. Let's take this all the way back to Louisville. When the boy was coming out of high school, he wasn't a quarterback, y'all. He was a receiver running back.
Say it again.
He was a receiver running back coming out of high school. Top 10 in the country. But mama decided she needed to get that paycheck, so she made him play quarterback at Louisville.
Oh, damn.
Y'all been hearing me saying for months, the boy wants to be a star running back. That's why he do all that running. That's why the receivers. Now, Baltimore did they due diligence. They drafted a receiver in the first round 4 straight years, and all of them left because he wasn't throwing the ball. Well, not to them anyway. Made Mark Andrews plenty of money, but everybody else decided, make an executive decision and go be a receiver somewhere else where they get catches, get targets. Actually have the pass plays that's ran, actually being ran.
Sam, you mean to tell me, are you telling us to our face that this man is a running back with a throwing arm?
He's a running back.
Oh,
You ain't shit. Oh man. Hold on. We got to highlight new member. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Appreciate you, Eric Matt. New member. Like I said, make sure y'all show him some love to the new member.
And make sure you get your popcorn because it's going to get better.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
All right, Michael Bello. What is happening?
What's happening?
What's
I'm
going
on
on
screen
with you?
now.
How you doing?
All right, I've been wanting to get something on my chest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I've said this before. I heard Mike say something similar to this, but Lamar Jackson is a more athletic Marcus Mariota.
You said it.
So basically what you're saying, he is an AAU quarterback then.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say something similar to what your boy just said just a second ago. So a few years ago, it's been a couple of years, I played flag football. You know, this is way after my high school football days. But there was I played in the league, and there were guys that can move a little bit, but they'll dice you up. And there were guys that can run really well. We love playing the guys that can run really well because all we know we got to do is just snatch the flag. The guys that scared us is the guys that stand there in their pocket and dice you up. Those are guys that we feared personally.
Could you say that again on the remix?
So, yes. So I played in flag football, and the guys that we played, I played cornerback mostly. Sometimes I played safety, but mostly cornerback. As a cornerback, the guy that we fear the most is the guy that can stand in the pocket and dice you up. They can move a little bit, but they'll dice you up, dot all over the field. The guys that we didn't fear, we know all we got to do is snatch the flag with this guy because he's AAU quarterback. He can run. He's very athletic, but we're not afraid of him going over the top of us, or if he throws it over the top, being accurate.
Right.
Because that ball is going to either get picked off or it's going to hit the turf. Like,
You better see it.
So, I mean, I just wanted to say that I don't get the hype that the media and some of these fans are pushing with Lamar. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I look at what Desmond Ritter did in those last 4 games. He got better every single game. He continued to progress, and the fact that our coaching staff and the front office showed confidence in him is supposed to be a bad thing. That we, are showing confidence instead of selling the farm to go get Lamar. Like they're like, how dare the Falcons not go after Lamar Jackson? And also, one more thing, I'm gonna get off of your thing. I know y'all on the time, but say this last one thing. People always bring up the Michael Vick comparisons. I love Vic. Don't get me wrong. I love Vic, but we never had a back-to-back winning season until we got a guy that can stand in the pocket.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a question before you go?
Yeah, what's up?
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be that they want us to pick a guy that can't get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Right.
To come here to help us get in and not get past the first round of the playoffs? I mean, does that make sense to you?
No.
Because the reason I'm asking this question, because when you had the same conversation, but you put it on Mariota, now we want to talk about stats.
Right.
So I'm just asking you because, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a guru. I just need to ask somebody else that question.
Stats go out the window with excitement. When there's excitement, stats go out the window.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I want to introduce you to one of my other OGs around here. If y'all don't know who this is at the bottom, this is the
Don, what up, bro?
What up, Don?
This is one of the guys that helped me as well. So what's happening, Don?
Not much. I'm just here for a second to just talk common sense to some of these fans.
Hey man, it's at a premium today, bro. We glad you here.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I just thought I'd get your opinion on that because for the longest time, we've been called crazy, we've been called, y'all don't want to win, but it seems to be when we talk about when you say Mariota and Lamar got similar stats, it's like blasphemy. How dare you say that about him?
Yeah, and they similar. Their stats are very similar. I actually looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, they got similar stats. But yeah. And as far and they always bring up, well, they just say two things. It's his system doesn't fit him. But the same coaching staff was throwing for over 4,000 yards with Joe Flacco just a year before he got there.
Just say over 4,000.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator that he ran out of town. Yeah. Yeah, that they went to a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. Yep.
So are you telling me that if he go to another team, he gonna make a difference and change who he is?
Nope.
Okay, thank you. I rest my case.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the coaching is. Like, he's limited. Like, he's not a good passer. Like, and then his at some point his legs is going to be given diminishing returns. So once that stops, then you have to force to stay in the pocket and throw from the pocket. Nah, I wouldn't give him a guaranteed contract either because he can't pass well enough. He can't.
So you wouldn't give a guy 45, 50 million that hasn't had a 4,000 yard passing season?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this:
I think he barely he had like 3,400 yards his MVP season, 3,100.
I think it was 3,100.
That's insane. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. If y'all don't mind me asking y'all a question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So, when we're talking about the Falcons and the situations in the offseason, I saw Anthony Wright put in it because he's been saying this for a little while as far as they said they haven't named Desmond Ritter the unquestioned starter yet. So do you think that's the reason why it's leaving all this stuff open? Because as we kind of know,
can I answer that?
Go ahead.
No, Sam. No, Man Mike has not had an opportunity to speak right now. Man Mike needs to speak on this real quick, okay? So yes, the hell they have. Yes, the hell they have. They have said it. If you use that little thing or that, depending on who you are, it's big or it's little. Okay, this depending on it's big or it's little. But if you use that thing between your eyes, right between your head and the cranium and all that, that thing they call the brain, your head, your logic, all that. If you use that and say, all right, if they literally say that Taylor Heineke is coming to be the backup, what the hell does that mean?
They literally.
The man literally said, "I'm coming here to help Desmond Ritter get acclimated to the NFL game as his backup." The man literally said that in his press conference, in his tweet. I mean, how much plainer can it get?
I mean, the Falcons, before they even signed Taylor Heineke, they literally been telling you all offseason what their plans was. I remember, Terry Funno, he did an interview a couple months ago, and they was asking him, I think Myles Garrett did it, and they was asking him who stood out to him maybe in some previous combines and stuff, interviews. They said Desmond Ritter. Like, unquestioned, Desmond Ritter stood out the most to him. So I'm like, if you take all the interviews, all the stuff that they've said, all the things that they talked about, they've clearly told you what their plans were. But then but Lamar though.
So basically what it just sounds like is y'all want Ice Spice. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's a big word.
Trammell, what's going on, man?
Real quick, man.
Go ahead,
What's happening,
man.
man? What's up? The whole
What's happening, man?
What's happening?
Shout out to the chat. All I really want to ask, right? Because all this stuff came up today, just because he said that, you know, he requested to be traded on March 2nd, right? Nobody knew about that shit, right?
Yeah. Well,
So
I
it's
think
just like
I
it's
think
definitely-
GMs knew. I'm saying that we didn't know, but I think NFL GMs knew.
Yeah. They
Maybe
had to.
so. Maybe
They had
so.
to.
But it's just like we on this roller coaster ride again. It's just like the site for the Falcons, the site I can't remember the name of it, but they brought that shit back in again. Like we should trade for Lamar. It's not really no content creators as far as the real Falcon fans. It's the other site.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, you know what I'm saying? They keep doing this shit, man. It's just like, why? Why do they keep doing this shit? They not even a part of us like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like they got like 10,000 subscribers, man. It's just like, to anybody who listening right now, I feel like y'all should really unsubscribe to that channel because all they do is cause confusion, man, within the organization, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's just like
you got a few. See, the problem is, and Mike said it before, content creators, we have the charge. We are responsible for making sure we put the actual truth up front and in fans' face constantly.
Yeah.
The problem is,
and I appreciate that. And I appreciate that.
The problem is you got a lot of people now, i.e. certain content creators, because everybody ain't got their head on straight, talking about we need to go ahead and make a lottery move or just see what happens. You know, see what will happen. You mean to tell me you gonna gamble $200 million on a let's see? But yet still, but yet still, but yet still, you gonna sum up a man's whole season in 4 games?
And like Mike said earlier today, okay, if we do consider trading for him, why would we get rid of the players that we've already signed? Like we just gonna tell them to kick the bucket. Like we got to get rid of y'all because we want Lamar Jackson. How does that make any sense?
It don't.
Like we've already signed a bunch of free agents already. Like why would we do that in order to get Lamar Jackson? Why?
Yeah, I think
does that make any sense?
Oh, yeah.
I think the better question.
Hold on. Let me get this. I got another question for everybody. And I want everybody to give me
let the guys who haven't spoken
yet.
Like they just
go ahead, K-Styles. I'm good, bro.
Just trying to make a. Oh, go ahead, K-Styles. Go ahead. I ain't
go ahead, K-Styles.
I'm about to say, William, you can be the first one to answer this. What is it about Desmond Ritter? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. For somebody that ain't been in the league long, he's getting Matt Ryan heat right now. And
Can I answer? Could I?
Go ahead, whoever wants to. So let me finish.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why do you think it really is? Like, what is it about Desmond Ritter that people don't like?
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because he not flashy. He handle he like Matt Ryan. He just like Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
He just can run and he can escape the pocket. He just like Matt Ryan. He the same type of motherfucking quarterback. He handle his business. He's older. He got a family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's because we in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like he's the same type of dude. And people don't want to accept that. They want that nigga in the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? Partying like John Morant.
right. That's exactly what it is. Right. Yeah,
He ain't that type of guy. This man got a family. He got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? That man, he on principles. You know what I'm saying? He handling his business. That man right now probably watching film right now. He probably watching film right the fuck now. That man is a business. He a businessman because this is a business. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of motherfuckers who come into the league, they don't understand when they're young, is that, man, this is a fucking business. And I hate the curse, but it's a business. And a lot of players don't look at it that way. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying, with Desmond Ritter, he quiet, he low-key, but I promise you that man somewhere in the training room, that man somewhere in the room viewing film, he listening to all this shit. You ain't heard nothing from this man. Cause he staying quiet, cause he like, motherfucker, I'm gonna show you exactly what the fuck I got going on when the season starts. I'm gonna show you. He know Tyler Heineke not no threat. Tyler Heineke already came out and said, man, I'm just backing this man up. I'm just backing him up. That's it. Now, why would they go and ruin everything, right? They know, they understand exactly what they got going on. Why in the fuck would they ruin everything and go and try to get a fucking Lamar Jackson? What kind of fucking sense do that make?
It don't.
What kind of sense do it make?
Can I ask a question?
Hey, can I respond real quick? Also, everything he just said, he just like Matt Ryan. But also, the other thing is his G just like Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's a white man. Desmond Ritter's a light-skinned man. He's not dark enough. Let's just say it. He ain't dark enough.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
But that shouldn't even matter. But that type of stuff shouldn't even matter when you're a football fan. You don't look at color.
But you got to
understand. If you're a
understand.
true football fan, you don't look at no doggone color, man. Come on,
No,
bro.
but
those are not real fans. Those are not real fans.
If you listen to what they say, we say code words. And when they want to use the word for color, they mean culture. Color is substituted for culture. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah. Now,
but see, when you do them like we do them and get them directed, and you know what I'm saying, out there in the spotlight, and you just, why don't you just say you don't like Desmond Ritter because he ain't dark skinned enough? But better yet, to even flip that, ask yourself a question as a fan. Ask yourself a question as a fan. Why would you want to pay somebody that hasn't progressed past their third year in the league?
Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing I was gonna say. Lamar his game has not evolved. Like he's the same quarterback. I remember real quick. I remember Lamar's, I think his second year in the league, like that year when he went crazy rushing on the ground. The Chargers did something different in the playoffs. They took all of their linebackers off the field and they put a whole bunch of corners and safeties on the field. They're like, go ahead and run. You know what he did? He got balled up. He got bottled up and he didn't have an answer.
Okay,
I think you're thinking about his MVP year. In that divisional playoff game against the Titans.
Yeah. So what you just said. To what you just said, didn't they somewhat game plan for Mariota like that? Once they got how he did things, they ran it up. They ran it up the gut to force him out of the pocket, and then they stuffed him at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Because they knew he would. When they figured it out.
Can I say something, man?
Yeah.
They got Mariota at the beginning of the season, right?
Right.
But the thing about it is they knew they made a bad decision. Now, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like Desmond Ritter went up to speed as he should have been, but they knew they made a mistake out the wall with Mariota.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what went over everybody's head. When they came in and said Mariota was a bridge quarterback, I said to guys, I said after that third win, I said, watch and see, they're gonna have hopes for the playoffs. He's a bridge quarterback. They told him to manage the game. That's as far as he took it. Right. And when teams in the league understood he was not going to throw to Pitts, to London, he only threw the one or two.
Figured it out.
Yes, and that's when they got it
out by mid-season. By mid-season, they had figured the Falcons out. Even though we was winning games. They figured it out, man. They was like, we already know what this dude can do.
Yeah.
But I think that they were scared to put Ritter in there, but they should have put Ritter in there. This water under the bridge, but they really should have put Ritter in there earlier, man.
What they did with Marcus Mariota to make sure we didn't seem like we were being biased. They let him hang himself to the point where it was painfully obvious he had to come out the game.
Right.
Because if you watch those 2 games prior to him being benched, go back and look at the memes they had of Arthur Smith's face. Arthur Smith was like, why are you still on the field?
He was looking like, why am I doing this, man?
Right. Yeah.
Why am I still trusting this guy, man? So that was a mistake. That's coaching, but you know what I'm saying? He made a mistake, man. We all make mistakes, man.
But
he's trying to ride it out. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be
I don't think it was a mistake. I think they just wanted to be sure that they had everything in place and everything, you know what I'm saying, on a steady note with Ritter, you know what I'm saying, it on pace and on par.
Yeah. So it's 2 thoughts I have real quick. Like it was either 2 things. They was waiting to the bye week to start them, which is I think that might have been a plan all along, or they weren't going to start them at all this year. Because there's one thing that people are missing with this coaching staff and front office that the previous coaching staffs and front office did not do. They're all about development. Like that part, all about it.
That part, yeah.
All about development. Which is why they took a Troy Anderson and he really didn't play that much. Think about Richie Grant. Richie Grant, first year, he couldn't even get on the field. The second year, he's one of the best safeties in the league.
But are y'all paying attention to the progression? Do you know why Ritter took off the way he did after he got himself adjusted in them 2 games? You know what those 2 first games were? Him adjusting to the speed of the NFL. That was his introduction.
Right.
You know why he got better? Because he sat for 13 games and saw how not to do it. Now I'm gonna take y'all to that Tampa game. I'm gonna take y'all to that Tampa game. Remember when they rushed up the gut and we thought he was gonna get sacked and he slipped out and still made the play? You remember that? That right there showed you what they have been talking about all offseason. Ritter is one of the few quarterback rookies that did not have a wristband on. It was all up here.
Right.
And I told Mike and I told K-Styles, I said, that's a dangerous quarterback. Because he's
I'm about to get out, man. I'm about to get out, man. But I just want to say one thing before I leave. One thing I also want to say, man, is this narrative about him being a 3rd round pick. Like, that shit is so stupid to me.
Yeah, that's whack. Whack.
What the fuck do that mean? Any quarterback can be drafted first. And if he get into the wrong system, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be shit.
Right.
This man is being prepped. You know what I'm saying? This man is being prepped into the right system, man. I promise you, he finna change the narrative for Atlanta Falcons. Goddamn, for history, he about to change it. I really believe that, man. But that's all I'm gonna say, man. Y'all boys have a great show. I'm still listening, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, boy. Y'all stay safe, man.
Yeah, be safe. Interject real quick. Let me interject real quick because I keep seeing all these comments about what if. Look, I don't give a flying fuck about what if Lamar does what, okay? Because it's about now. What he's done. When you talk about contracts, it's about what he's done in the past. It's past tense, okay? I don't give a damn about what his future could be and how he's 26 years old and he could quite possibly look. This ain't a damn video game. I ain't no fucking Miss Cleo, and neither are you. You can't read the future, and I can't either. So you can hold that bullshit about what if this, what if that. Guess what? What if Matt Ryan got traded? Matt Mike was wrong. He gonna come right to the damn videos and right to the damn platform and say, "Oh, what's wrong?" All right, so you can hold that shit. Anybody who that answers that. This is gonna answer this.
Please let me talk.
And I need people to answer. Riddle me this, Batman. Okay, riddle me this, Batman. Why can't you prove that Lamar is a elite quarterback? Because if you're getting $200 million, you have to prove that you are an elite player. Okay, you have to prove it. Okay, so somebody prove that to me. Okay. And they got you guys. This platform, they got 200 people. I'm positive that it's not 200 Lamar lovers. I'm positive it's not everybody's not on the bandwagon of Desmond Ritter. So somebody is on the Lamar bandwagon. Somebody come on and prove it to me.
All right, let me get these super chats out the way.
They can't.
Let me get that case out.
Yeah, let me get these super chats. Fred Bus with the $5 super chat said Ritter has 700 yards, 4 games. He's gonna be a superstar. Definitely appreciate you on that one. And we got one more here. If I can actually get into it, I ain't know it had all this stuff going. Home team. Ritter me this. Who was the most winningest quarterback of his draft class? Had the fastest 40 and had the worst odds to be in the NCAA playoffs.
Hey, can y'all hear me? I gotta get this out, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we got you.
Can I please talk, or do y'all need me to be quiet?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
get it all out your chest,
bro.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, man. Mike, I've been hot with you all day, bro. What you mean? What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro?
He been hot with me all day. That's what you said?
Yes.
Right.
I've been hot with you since earlier this day, man. Y'all disrespecting an MVP for a nigga that threw 700 yards in 4 games against scrubs. What is y'all saying, man?
Oh wow.
Okay. Hold on. No. I just got a question. That's all. I got one question.
Oh my god.
I didn't disrespect. He disrespect himself with those stats. I wasn't out on the field when he was throwing for 200 yards a game. So you can hold that. Furthermore, prove to me that he's an elite quarterback. As a quarterback, I didn't say a playmaker. Lamar is one of the greatest playmakers. If you saw my show earlier today, I said he's one of the greatest playmakers this game has ever seen. Did I not say that, people?
Yep.
I said that.
You said it.
Look, I didn't make this. Look, again, I wasn't out there throwing for 200 yards. Lamar was in his MVP season. That are facts. So again, sir, prove to me that Lamar is a elite quarterback because he's asking for elite money. So prove to me that he's an elite quarterback.
Okay. Are you purely basing this? Are you purely basing this on numbers on the screen?
Look. We're gonna stop these games, okay? What position is Lamar? What does Lamar play?
He plays quarterback, bro.
Okay. What does Matt Ryan play?
As a quarterback.
Hold on, Sam. I got this. What position does Matt Ryan play?
Quarterback.
What does Tom Brady play?
I get it, man. Quarterback.
So, okay, prove to me, are those guys, would you say that Tom Brady, because a lot of people, would you say he's elite?
Yes.
Is Tom Brady elite? Okay, yes. So he's an elite quarterback, right?
Yes.
So
is Matt Ryan elite? No.
Would you say?
No.
Hold on. I knew you was going to say that. That's why I threw Matt Ryan out. All right, we're going to use Tom Brady. Again, if Tom Brady is an elite quarterback, what does he do elite?
He passes the ball.
So compared to Lamar, if Tom Brady is elite, show me with Lamar's stats that he's an elite quarterback. Can you do that?
You're leaving out. You're leaving something out.
No, we're not leaving. We're not playing the game.
The greatest coach of all time. You can't leave that out. You cannot leave that out.
He coaches defense. Bill Belichick is a defensive coach. Okay,
what does that have to do with anything?
He's
still the greatest coach ever. He's the greatest coach ever.
He's a defensive coach. He doesn't come in.
How old are you, young man? How old are you?
32.
Okay, that explains it.
Oh my god!
So like I said, I didn't ask nothing about. I didn't ask him about coaches.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't ask. No. Hold on. Let me say this. I didn't ask nothing about the players. I didn't say nothing about the players. I didn't say anything about it. I just asked a question. Okay, the quarterback position. If you can prove to me, without saying he wins, without saying he don't have any weapons, prove to me through his stats that he's an elite quarterback. That's all I asked.
But
I didn't
that's
ask
the
for nothing. I didn't ask for nothing
Oh
else.
my God. But that's the problem. You're leaving out context, bro. How can you negate the fact that the wide receivers in that system don't even like it? How can you negate
Why?
that?
Okay. You got a valid point there. But
How can you negate the fact that he's playing with scrubs at wide receiver?
Let me ask you.
The Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens.
Hold on. Let him
The
finish.
Baltimore Ravens have only the Baltimore Ravens have only had 2 1,000-yard wide receivers in the last decade. Torrey Smith and Hollywood Brown. So, like, we got to be honest about the Ravens. They value defense. They don't value offense like that.
Oh my!
Can I ask a question?
No.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on. Let him finish. Y'all, let him finish.
Go ahead. Like,
okay.
This is not the Chiefs. This is
okay. No, I'm gonna ask a question. No, I'm gonna ask a question. The year that Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, who was his wide receivers?
He had Anquan Bolden, arguably a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He had Torrey Smith. Mm-hmm. Can somebody pull it up? Because I'm driving. I can't think of the rest of them. No, I can't think of the rest of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, but you know what?
He also had a great defense. Here we go. You got to bring the whole thing into play. Like, don't just single out Lamar.
Wait a minute. So has Lamar not
passing yards? You added Flacco's passing yards. Come on now. You trying to make the situation one-sided when you're the one missing context. Joe Flacco threw for close to almost 4,700 yards.
I'm gonna get those names. I'm gonna get those names for you. All right.
Also, are you leaving out the fact that Lamar Jackson is been playing with an elite defense?
No, I'm not. I know that.
So you admit that he has been playing with elite defenses. Did we lose him?
Oh, yeah. I think we lost him.
I'm right here. Can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
So do you admit the fact that Lamar has been playing with elite defenses?
Yes, he has been playing with elite defenses, but what does that have to do with the offense?
Do you also do you know that in his playoff games that most of those games he threw for about 150 yards or less?
Yes. What do you want him to throw to? That's my point.
But
he don't have this offense where, like, he don't have this. Okay. Let me just counter that point right there. His first few years in the league. His first few years in the league. I'm not saying he was an elite passer. What I'm saying is they catered to his number one skill. Up until that point, it probably was his ability to run the ball. But my only point is, y'all are saying Lamar has not progressed as a passer. That's not true.
He hasn't.
The Ravens have not progressed the offense.
It's the same offensive coordinator that Joe Flacco had. It's the same offensive coordinator.
The same Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator.
It's with a different quarterback.
Oh, okay, but his skill.
Joe Flacco was a 10-year vet at that point. You can't compare him to a rookie.
Lamar is 5 years in. Lamar's 5 years in. He hasn't progressed.
True. That's not true. You're just saying that.
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
His numbers have gone down since the MVP year. Since the second year in the league, his numbers have gone down every single year.
But didn't y'all say he only threw for 3,100 yards? So once again, he's not in this high-powered passing offense. They run the ball.
That's because.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Feng shui, sing say,
I got something to say, people.
Go ahead.
We can stop it right now. Because what we about to do, you know, when Miss Maggie get up on here, that's the problem.
Forehead all on the screen and shit.
Don't worry about my forehead. Don't worry about it. What we about to do is get some order up in here. For real. It's time for everybody to have a little time and get off. That's what's going to have to happen. We got too many people, and it's getting crazy. So I understand that, you know, you want to come on and challenge the crew and all that kind of stuff. But what we're not going to do is argue back and forth. We ain't doing that. So
I mean, I could drop off. I ain't really say nothing, but I could drop off.
No.
I
can get off too. I just need some order. Get off too if y'all need me to.
I ain't say a word till I'm called upon. The Puerto Rican rice and beans ain't saying nothing.
I got you. I don't mind y'all cutting up and having a good time, but what we not gonna do is turn this into a all-out battle royal over a Ritter topic.
I was just asking questions about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Maggie.
We cool over here. It's a little heated debate over here, but we got you over here. We got it over here.
Oh yeah, it's all love. It's all love on mine.
Well, I'm gonna say my piece. I don't care what nobody say. My thing is, right now, all these questions about why we, you know, supporting who the quarterback is. Why not? Don't he suit up? That's who they behind right about now. You got absolutely no choice. You can argue, you can cry, you can piss your pants, you can do whatever you want to do. But guess what? Until Arthur Smith and Terry decide to sit them down, all this arguing don't mean nothing. Absolutely. That's who they want to run behind right about now. Apparently. Now this man begging to be traded. Nobody want him. Let's put it out there.
Everybody know the book on it.
They don't want him.
Because everybody know the book on it.
Hey.
All I want is just my question.
I have a
response. I still haven't got my question. That's all.
Hey, man, we gotta let Wolf speak, man. He been sitting here.
Wolf. Yes, I apologize. Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, let me say something about Wolf real quick. If you guys love boxing, if you guys love MMA like I love MMA and boxing, head over to this channel. This brother right here, man, I tell you, he does some breakdowns on it, and I promise you, you're going to love it. He's one of those guys. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but he's more of an expert than I am. So if you like boxing and MMA, Wolf is your guy.
I appreciate that, man. I just wanted
to say, Wolf.
I just wanted to say salute to everybody, but I also wanted to say everybody, we not even in the summertime yet. It ain't even summertime.
We about to party this summer. What you talking about?
It ain't even summertime yet.
July 22nd, we supposed to be getting along and getting together and eating and drinking. So we need to be doing that.
Right, like the energy is just going in so many directions, and I understand, but like let's just
act. They're already drinking, man. They're already drinking. They're drinking that Lamar Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And again, you know, he's a very intriguing individual. And the NFL owners meeting, which is today, it started today, the NFL owners meeting. I'm pretty sure that they are also discussing about the contracts because they opened a can of worms with the $230 million that they guaranteed to Deshaun Watson, who shouldn't have gotten that contract. He should have never been allowed to get that contract. But since he did, my question to the elite quarterbacks and the people in this panel, what do you think the elite quarterbacks are going to ask for? And when I say elite quarterbacks, I'm not talking about Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes' deal is a very team-friendly deal. Mm-hmm. But what is Justin Herbert going to want? What is Joe Burrow going to want? What is I think Trevor is up next after them. What are they gonna want as far as guaranteed money? Because obviously Lamar isn't gonna get it.
Honestly, if it was me, if I was an NFL team, I would structure it the same way the Chiefs structured Patrick Mahomes because he gets a large amount and it's very team friendly, and they can still continue to sign free agents. That's how I would structure it if I was an NFL team. That's what I would do. I would do.
I agree.
Because it's a copycat league. I would copy what the Chiefs did and do it the exact same way. Because you can come back in like 2 or 3 years and restructure it anyway. That's what I would do.
But again, everybody doesn't have the endorsements Patrick has. So again,
Let me say this. Let me answer that, Wolf, real quick. Let me answer that. It don't matter what they think because it's not their money. That's what I was alluding earlier today. They can want all they want to. That doesn't mean you have to give it to them. And this is what Lamar is learning right now. This is why teams don't want him. They don't have to. And this is what players have to understand. Like we got players that are making literally $800,000 a year, but we up there complaining about Lamar not getting $300 million. It's bigger fish to fry than worry about Lamar Jackson. And this is what the NFL understands, but players don't understand. They don't want to understand that. Why? Because they are the spoiled kids. They the rich kids on the block. They getting all the money. They getting all the bread. They getting all the girls. They getting all the TV time. You don't see. When the last time we had a special on our long snapper? Anybody want to think how many specials that we haven't seen on our long snapper?
I don't nobody know who the hell the long snapper is anyway.
That's the whole point. So that's what I'm saying.
At one point, it was cool. Cool.
Man, they had me lined up in line snap.
He was the MVP of this Falcons team.
For weeks. Right. Weeks. So it's bigger fish to fry. So it's big. Hey, Don, you there? You still there, Don? Yeah. All right. So, like I said, man.
I'm happy for Grady Jarrett. That's what I'm happy for. I'm happy for Grady Jarrett. I'm happy that Grady Jarrett has some help, and I'm also celebrating.
That's who deserves it the most.
Right. I'm also celebrating. I'm also celebrating the players around the league that deserved and earned the money and the contracts that they're getting. That's what we should be celebrating. We shouldn't be celebrating about a guy that's not even on our team. I don't even know why we're wasting breath on a guy who's not going to be on our team. Let's celebrate the guys that are on our team. Let's celebrate the stories that are on this team. Let's celebrate these head coaches that are on our team right now. Why are we talking about a guy who's not going to come to this team at all? We're okay. The marketing department is going to be fine. The advertising department is going to be fine. The checks are going to clear. Arthur Blank is going to pay everybody. What are we talking about? Let's pop some champagne and let's chill out.
Thank you.
But that's the problem. We've been losing for. Why are y'all so comfortable? We've been losing
because we trust the process.
Hold on. Sam?
Yes?
This is your department right here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to piggyback off of something that Wolf was saying a little while ago when he was talking about the quarterbacks that are going to come up for deals. Well, the difference between those quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and the Herbert from, the Chargers, those guys are earning their quarterback checks because they play the position of quarterback. They're not wannabe running backs out here masquerading as quarterback. Okay. I asked the question again. Why would you want to pay a guy who does not even have a 4,000-yard passing year in his resume? And you want to talk about who he's throwing to in Baltimore? He ain't throwing the receivers don't want to be there because he ain't throwing to him. He's looking at one person. He looks at the tight end. If his tight end ain't open, he's taking off. Why? Because he want to be a star running back. That's his cut. That's his nature. That's what he came out of high school as. I will say this one more again, just in case y'all didn't hear it the first time. Lamar Jackson is an all-pro athlete, but he's an AAU quarterback. And that's just the truth.
I want to address this comment because I know the person on the channel said it, but somebody else in the chat. Why do we want this team to continue to lose? What kind of question is that? I mean, I really need to ask. Like, what kind of question is that? Are y'all running the checks?
Hold on. Let me answer that right quick.
We're not the ones signing these checks and signing these players. You need to take that up with the organization themselves.
Let me answer that right quick, Ms. Mag, if you don't mind. I'm sure everybody here is Falcon fans. Rather we agree, disagree on where the direction of this team is going. But this is exactly what I've been talking about as far as the divide. It's we don't want Lamar, so we want to lose because we don't have this guy. But then turn around and we say, okay, the reason why we not looking for this guy is because we're looking at other aspects outside of Lamar. And then you call us delusional.
That's that Vic-itis effect.
The problem is, and this is why I passed it on to Sam, is you said tired of losing. Sam lived through a time where they wasn't making the playoffs in a 10-plus year stretch. So this is nothing.
You folks come in talking about they tired of losing. You ain't seen losing if you ain't lived through the Rankin Smith era. And I have. So miss me with that being frustrated over the last 5 or 6 years.
We saw a Buffalo Bills team that didn't make the playoffs for almost 20 years.
Let me ask you a question, Sam, real quick.
Yes, sir.
You don't mind me asking when you was born, right?
1969.
So you saw 2 decades of losing, right? Before we even got to the
I discovered we had a team in Atlanta in 1978. Steve Barkowski and June Jones was our quarterback. William Andrews was our running back. Lynn Kane, Junior Miller was our tight end. Okay. I saw Joe Montana up close and personal. Okay. You know, I've seen every quarterback come through this gap. And you know, when you like I said, it's that Vic-itis effect. You want to look good as long as you've been excited. Anybody that's, if you look like Vic, run like Vic, do music videos like Vic, that's what they want.
Can I say something? Can I say something? If it's okay.
Go ahead.
And this for everybody on here. You don't know frustration or pain unless you done lost 4 Super Bowls straight. Ask people in Buffalo. You don't know pain. You don't know frustration. You don't know giving up until you done lost 4 Super Bowls straight in an era where there was no salary cap. In an era where a coach could say, I want him, and build a super team overnight.
Jerry Jones.
And let me ask y'all a question. When the last time excitement won a Super Bowl? I'll wait.
When moving the chains should get you excited. Running the ball should get you excited. Playing good defense should get you excited. Now you want a quarterback back there doing a bad Barry Sanders impression.
But the question is though, you guys want us to have a guy that we just pretty much got rid of that's just a little bit more exciting in your opinion. Yeah, he had an MVP season. Mariota got to the playoffs, just like he got to the playoffs. It was, you're basing his whole reason for being here off of one good year. And I still ask you the question. You want us to get a man that can't get out of the first round of the playoffs to come here and help us get into the playoffs and get beyond that? How? Because he hasn't proved in all of the time he's been here that he can get past that right there. And we almost got to the playoffs twice with a subpar team without him.
Let me ask somebody in the chat a question. Brown, Marquise, whatever the name, I apologize, but Brown is the last name. Everybody keep saying that the disrespect for Lamar is outrageous. Where is the disrespect? The thing that we're stating is something that you're not trying to hear. No one here said Lamar sucks. Not one time did anybody say Lamar sucks. We say he's not a great passer. Okay, those are completely different things. Okay, Lamar is an excellent playmaker. In football, that's good enough for Lamar is good enough to get you an NFL championship. Okay, let's just state that Lamar Jackson is good enough to win you an NFL championship. So let's make that clear. But when you talk about the disrespect, you say the disrespect for Lamar, and we bring up reasons why we compare him to said quarterbacks. We're not going to get into that. But why is it that when we talk about the truth, which is his stats, like I said, Matt Mike ain't had nothing to do with them stats. I ain't had nothing to do with them stats. The offense coordinator have nothing to do about them stats. Lamar was the one on the field throwing the ball. Lamar was on the field making those plays with his legs, his arms. Lamar with that. I can call a play all day, but that don't mean it's going to be successful. The player has to make the play successful. So we can do all this play calling all day, all we want to. But I ask you again, what and how exactly are we disrespecting Lamar Jackson?
Telling the truth.
Facts ain't disrespect.
So
it's funny when they dismiss the stats, but you know what I'm saying, they call Matt Ryan's entire career garbage stats, you know what I'm saying, but they dismiss the whole aspect of Lamar's game. I mean, the irony of the dismissal is just sideways.
You know,
but if his receivers are not getting open, what do y'all want him to do?
But listen, you said that you're tired of losing, right? Okay, so if you're tired of losing, right, then it goes back to the organization, right? It goes back to the organization. And Mad Mike, K Styles, OG, the AFN crew. I wish Maggie was here because I would like to read something to everybody here when it comes to the organization. Your organization that nobody has spoken about yet, that I've been waiting to even shoot my own video, but I'm going to do it right here, and I'm going to shoot myself right here. Your organization has failed us then. The organization that you cheer for has failed you. Because a mission statement in business is the most important message that nobody here has spoken about on any stream. But the Wolf is going to give it to you. Through the values of brotherhood, teamwork, community, and purpose, we strive to grow the game of football through our youth, support our communities, through giving back and winning championships for our fans. Together we fight, together we win. Guess what? If you read that, we haven't won any championships. So it doesn't matter what free agents are here or what we're doing until we win that. Because we do more fighting amongst ourselves than coming together as fans.
Mm-hmm.
We do more fighting. And that is the standard that you're saying, that we're tired of losing? Dog, I ain't never a loser. Never when I cheer for my team. Never. Whether they go 1-16 or whatever, I'm never a loser. I'm a wolf. I always hunt.
But can I ask y'all a quick question? Like, think about this. We had Mike Smith, who was a defensive coach, and we had bad defenses. We had Dan Quinn, who was a defensive coach. We
No
had
player
bad
development.
defenses.
No player development.
Now we got Arthur Smith, who's an offensive coach, and we got a bad offense.
How's that?
No, we don't. That's not true at all. That's not. Hold on. Stop. You're not gonna make up. Hold on. No. Stop it. You're not gonna lie and say this is a bad offense because this offense was ranked in the top 10. Okay, in efficiency and offense and yard and all that type of stuff. So we're not gonna sit up here and lie. All right, we got to tell the truth. All right, tell the absolute truth. You don't think the offense is good. Bro, we top 10 in offensive efficiency. You understand what that is? Do you know what offensive efficiency is?
Yes.
Hold on, he said he don't do what?
He's
I
done.
don't think we're good enough. No, I don't think we're good enough to win. We got a good running game.
Hold on. But we already winning. Look, we keep talking about
winning.
Look, let me say this. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. I gotta say this. You keep talking about what your feelings are. Nobody cares about what your feelings. The Falcons don't care nothing about Mad Mike's feelings. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care if you want Lamar. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to build a team how they are going to build. And this is Wolf was talking about. Either you're going to be on board or you're not. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter what we think.
I'm gonna always be on board because I'm a Falcons fan.
That's what we're trying to get you guys to understand. So the sooner you understand this fact, it has nothing to do with whether Wolf, Matt, Mike, Warren, Miss Maggie, Sam, Big Sam, Mike Bell, all of us. It doesn't matter what we think. Our job as fans is to come together and cheer for our teams no matter who is on the roster and who is the quarterback. So it doesn't matter. So to say that Mike doesn't want to win because he doesn't want these guys, it's crazy. I'm not out here making those decisions. This is what Maggie was talking about. I'm not in the front office.
But isn't the offseason for these type of conversations? Like, that's what this is for.
But here's the thing where he's saying though. He's saying that because you feel a certain way about them getting a player and saying that y'all have a mediocre mindset or y'all don't win, that's actually very disrespectful if you really think about it. I mean, because the thing about it is, regardless of who is the quarterback, rather it be Desmond Ritter, rather it be Tyler Heineke, rather it be Matt Ryan, Lamar Jackson, whatever. The thing about it is, we're going to be here. But for a simple fact to try to tell somebody that y'all don't want to win, but their mindsets are different on how they think the team should be structured. Like you said, that's what the conversation is for. But you can't call nobody a loser because they're not thinking like you. This is the problem that we're having over here as far as what this group is. This is where a lot of our flack comes from. We think different from everybody. Like I said, it's not the most popular conversations. It's not the most popular topics that we talk about. But the thing is, we're going to have a conversation. This is what the conversation is for. Like I said, we bring you on here for the conversation. You know why? Because now we get different aspects on how we think. But if you're coming up, and like I say, it's not just you. It's not just you. But we get it all the time. So if you're going to come, if people like you come to Juan, Mike, Wolf, Sam, Mike, Don, and say y'all have losers mentality because we don't agree with you. See, this is where the divide and this is where all this bickering and bullshitting is coming from.
Yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect you to anyone.
No, look. None of our opinions collectively, and that goes for all of us in the fan base, like Mike said, none of our opinions collectively will determine the outcome of this team. at all. Never has, never will. Those that say that we're losers or the team is losing because we're not making certain moves, well, I mean, you got a right to your opinion. That's your opinion. But when we come on here and we ask people for stats, we ask people for, players' numbers and situations and watching film and stuff like that and habits and intangibles, it's because we want to give y'all an opportunity to see what we see. We're not just on here saying this because, we just like this player. We're saying this because this player does A, B, C, and D. And the thing is, people get their emotions tied up and stand out front and say, well, because I feel like this is the way it is. No, none of us have that. None of us at all. Because if that was the case, if that was the case, wasn't the narrative last year we were 2-15 and we went 7-10, and you still have people saying we had a bad season? And technically, if you look at it statistically, that's an improvement. But because it's the repeat of last season, people say it's a losing season. Well, don't you think that the Chicago Bears would have loved to be 7-10?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I guarantee you their fans is probably bickering about that too. But at the end of the day, like you said, we're going to ride regardless. And if we're going to ride regardless, hey, we got to uplift the people that we supposed to be riding for. Doesn't matter how we feel right now, because I can guarantee you right now, your mentality about this team will change if we win games. Guaranteed. Your emotional state right now about this team, the frustration, all that'll go away if we win games. We win one more game than we get right now. We get to the playoffs this season. Your mentality gonna change. Mm-hmm. Trust the process.
I bet you nobody read you the mission statement. I guarantee you nobody ever read the mission statement, not on YouTube. Not about what that man Arthur Blank done put together. I guarantee you that. So when you say loser, nah, fam, never that. Never. And I respect everybody. I think I'm the only one that when Mike said, yo, show me without numbers, I made a response video.
Yes,
I think I'm the only one that made a response video.
The only one.
I think I'm the only one that said Lamar and gave you 3 facts about Lamar wanting to be here. Showing Lamar respect. Without the numbers, fam. Without the numbers. Because, yeah, if he was in Mercedes-Benz, Arthur Blank would have a Mercedes 800 built in black and red. The seats would be 2 G's at the 50-yard line, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the advertising department, they can't wait till number 4 get on fire. Eli Manning in New York City is a god at Dunkin' Donuts. And Toyota Corollas. He's a god. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if you're gonna rap, then we rap. But man, we gotta stop fighting about stupid stuff, man, and start coming together. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
people can't even do that.
My question
A lot
to
of
y'all
people
is, at what point is it okay to be critical as a fan? Because if you just see the team,
You ain't banged long enough yet.
I've been a fan since
Bro, you better say that.
I've been a fan since the early 2000s.
You ain't banged long enough, bro.
Early
OG
2000s.
said just told you.
If anybody got
explains a lot.
78.
hold on.
Explains a lot.
Hold on.
78.
Stop. I'm about to answer. I'm about to answer that real quick. This is why I always say I give it up to 2 people on this channel in this fan base. It's Wolf and Sam. Like he said, they've been banging since the beginning, bro. They've been going hard longer than it. But look. If you ain't put numbers in the game, how you gonna say you sick of the game? You ain't been in it long enough. I've been in it since the 70s. I've been in this game since the 70s.
You ain't been to Giant Stadium. You
That
ain't
man
been
been
in
in it.
Giant Stadium.
That
You
man
ain't
been in
in
it longer
Giant
than I've
Stadium
been
when we
alive.
only scored 2 points.
Facts.
You ain't been to Giant Stadium when we only scored 2 points and I had to walk out of there in a sea of blue. You ain't bang long enough, bro. And it's all respect. You ain't bang long enough, bro.
But what does that have to do with the fact that we make decisions
Listen,
that don't
you
make
ain't put
sense?
your time in. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. All due respect, your time is coming. But when
Oh man.
you done been through the
Oh,
trenches,
boy.
I done been in Tampa when Sean King was the man. When Sean King was the man.
Yeah.
When Sean King was the man, bro. You got to get around a little bit. That's why I always say get your life up, not your likes up. I done been to New Orleans.
We just supposed to
I done
support
been to New Orleans. I done
Here-
been in New Orleans.
we just supposed to support the
here-
team even when they do things we
You
don't
ain't been
agree with.
around long enough. All due respect, you ain't been around long enough.
All he's
See,
saying is all he's saying is we've been around, we've seen it long enough to know you got to trust the process. Because you got to think in 2016, nobody thought we was anything either. Real talk. In 98, nobody thought we was anything. Trust me.
Dan Reeves.
Nobody saw that coming. But we have shown a lot of potential to be great. You got to trust the process. And, it's not easy. Nah, it's not easy, especially being down here when you got other people telling you your team ain't what it is. Nah, you trust me.
Oh, trust me, I get it all the time. I get it on the college side too. So I get it worse.
Them first 3 years after that 2016 season, that wasn't no picnic. Trust and believe it wasn't a picnic. But we've been here long enough to know that it's been far worse. Like you said, there was a time where Atlanta, you couldn't even see your team on TV. You had to listen to it on the radio. The only thing you could get in Atlanta was the Braves. You couldn't see the Falcons.
WSB radio.
You couldn't get the Falcons. So
Can I ask y'all a question? Like, from a team building perspective,
I ain't trying to tell nobody that if I'm over 45 or 50, I ain't no gatekeeper neither. I'm not a security guard in this panel. I ain't no gatekeeper. But what I'm saying is I've been rocking. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I've been rocking, bro. When you go to Foxborough, and you the only Falcon fan there after the 28-3, come talk to me. Come talk to me, because I got family in Boston. I got Falcon fans in Boston that live in Boston. I gotta deal with that 28-3 every day. Come talk to me.
Okay, well, can I ask y'all a quick question? Let me just ask y'all this one quick question.
I'm gatekeeping, bro.
Hey, I'm about to say Dre Jungles. If you want to come on and say something on that, the floor can
He
be
gonna sit in
yours.
there typing like he doing. He a real good typer. He's Clarence. Clarence is a real good. He's got a real good Clarence.
Here's the eyesight problem. See, you said you was, been in since early 2000, which means you're looking at this through Jim Maurer, Mike Smith, Dan Quinn eyes. Wrong eyes, dog. Wrong eyes.
Yeah.
Wrong eyes. This ain't the same staff. This ain't the same situation.
Let me just ask y'all this regarding this team specifically right here.
Okay.
If y'all don't, y'all perspective is more, we need to build the right team as opposed to go and get flashy players. I like that approach. Well, then how could y'all justify picking a tight end at 4 and picking Drake London?
Well, I got this. I got this real quick.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
I got it, fam.
Hey, Mike, let me do it.
Go ahead.
Let me
I just want to be real quick with it. I just want to be real quick with it, fam.
All right, go ahead, man.
You go right to it, real quick with it. It's real quick. I can justify it because he ended up being a Pro Bowler his rookie year. That's how I can justify. All right, K-Style, go ahead.
Drake London wasn't a Pro Bowler.
Kyle Pitts was a Pro Bowler.
What's happening? What's happening, y'all?
Hold on.
What's happening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing this evening?
Hold on. Let me get this question right quick. Let me answer it right quick. 2021. Do you remember what happened in that offseason?
Yes. Yes.
What happened in that offseason?
Who you talking about? Julio?
That and what else happened?
We got a new
Coward 18.
Calvin really
Calvin
better
Ridley,
on his
yeah.
Coward 18.
Now,
So,
I'm finna tell you in 2021. Okay, this was the Matt Ryan. This the last year of Matt Ryan. Okay, when Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot took this job, the original game plan was Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley.
Right.
Am I right? Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what ended up happening, Julio wanted to go play with his boys in Tennessee. So you already done lost your number one receiver right there and there, right then and there.
Right.
Now, you could justify and say, well, they could have got, if they was going to go receiver, why didn't they go after Jamar Chase? Like I said,
I think they should have drafted Penei Sewell. I think they should have drafted Penei Sewell.
Man, how many times you gonna keep saying that? You said this last time you was on, bro.
Hold on, Mike.
I never said that.
Hold on.
They should have made the
Let me finish.
They should have made the O-line better. Yeah.
Let me finish. So, what happened in that 2021 season? They was one of the worst rushing teams
and O-line
and a mediocre passing game because who was that wide receiver? Who was the number one receiver outside? The number one wide receiver on that team in 2021 for majority of that season.
Cordell Patterson?
Yeah,
Cordell was a running back.
Russell Gage.
Russell Gage. Yeah, it was Russell Gage.
As Falcons fans, we remember that Thursday night football game.
Wait a minute, bro. That ain't completely true. Cause Calvin really still had almost 1,000 yards, and if he hadn't got hurt, he would have had over 1,000 yards.
We're talking about 2021, not 2021. He left.
2021 is what we're talking about.
He left after 5 games.
No, he was going after like 5 games.
2022, he didn't play but 5 games.
No, 2022 he was suspended.
Right.
He was suspended for 4 years.
Right. 2021 he played. That's when he
played 5 games.
This Arthur Smith third season, right?
Yep.
Okay, so first season you got rid of
suspended, bro.
Julio. You got rid of Julio, and you drafted.
Calvin Ridley left after 5 games that same season.
Right.
This past season was year 2.
Yeah, because he didn't play in London. That London game. He bowed out before it's time to go on the field.
He quit because he was running from his bookie.
But what I'm trying to say here is that Falcons team was bad, but you still had plays that was left on the field where they could have won actually 3 games. Like I said, the run game was pedestrian as hell. Everybody, like I said, I know for me, I was guilty of hyping up Mike Davis and UPS thighs, and the motherfucker ran like he needed Cialis. But
2.2 inches of carry.
But Kyle Pitts was offensively the saving grace of that offense until
him and CP.
5th and CP too. I'm gonna give CP his credit too. So I definitely I ain't gonna leave him out like that. But after week 13, CP got hurt. You saw him wind it down, and Kyle Pitts got hurt in the Buffalo game.
Yeah, the hamstring.
Hamstring. But the thing about it was they had no running game, so they had to throw the football, and you didn't have receivers that was willing that could get open like that. Kyle Pitts was the only receiver you had open. Which leads to 2022. Drake London was available because he was known as a wide receiver that can withstand that body contact that this
and get off the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Now, Marcus Mariota comes into play here because now you have a different dynamic
I want everybody to hush. Let them finish.
Look. I'm giving everybody their rundown on this shit. Okay, now the first 4 or 5 games, the energy in Atlanta was so motherfucking hyped because they was like, finally we got a quarterback that can fucking move. He can fucking move. He's running the football. Oh, I'm about to bust all kinds of nuts. He's running the football. But what ended up happening was the deficiencies started to come into play as far as him throwing the football, him being hesitant throwing the football. This is why you saw the Falcons run a lot of read option. This is why the Falcons really ran the football more this year. They had to run read option because that was what he was comfortable with. Drake London had 555 receiving yards in 13 games. He had almost 404 games with Desmond Ritter. We still haven't seen Desmond Ritter with Kyle Pitts yet. So, is it fair to say he ain't it when he ain't had the full arsenal of offensive players?
Probably not. Drake, but you saw a lot of errant and erratic ass throws from him in a very short period of time. The only reason why he didn't have more interceptions is because they didn't allow him to throw the ball more. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be realistic about what we're talking about, then let's just look at it realistically. Okay.
Wait a minute. You talking about Marcus Mariota?
Wait a minute, bro. Desmond Ritter. He spoke on Desmond Ritter. We already know what happened to Marcus Mariota. He couldn't hold on to the ball. Okay. If Marcus Mariota could have held on to the ball, we would have had 3 more wins in the season and would have been in the playoffs with Marcus Mariota. Okay. With Marcus Mariota.
Hey, Styles, I'm gonna drop out because I know Blackberry want to get on.
You know what I'm saying? With Marcus Mariota, we would have had that. Now with Desmond Ritter has done the same.
All I'm saying is this: I ain't never been a gatekeeper. I ain't never been a security guard. I ain't never been none of that. To anybody in the chat, or anybody on any panel, you come over to the Wolf side. If anybody want any type of smoke with me, and I'll be gladly to hear you out. But if you show me your neck, I'm gonna bite it off.
Word. I hear what you're saying. I hear you.
I ain't never been a sucker. Never.
I hear you. Like I said, Desmond Ritter did the exact same thing he did in college. Okay. If you go back and look at that Notre Dame game when Cincinnati beat Notre Dame, it wasn't because Desmond Ritter played just a hell of a game. He got bailed out. He threw some fucking horrible passes in that game. And that's one of that was the marquee game that he won in college that got him an opportunity to be an NFL quarterback. But if you look at the game itself, and look at the actual throws that he made, even on one of the touchdowns that he made, bro, it was a great play on a receiver fighting off the defender because he threw a horrible fucking pass. Now, is it saying that he can't be that guy? No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But I also heard some guys say something about that fucking Lamar Jackson was a AAU quarterback. Bro, that man passed for 3,000 yards and rushed for 1,000 yards 2 different seasons in college. His Heisman season and the next season. He had better numbers in the season where he didn't win.
Hold on, let me interrupt you real quick. Let me interrupt you because What is your point? Because I'm kind of confused. Like, are we
Yeah,
saying
me
that
too.
Desmond Ritter
My point
is
I
Desmond Ritter
came
the
in.
guy?
Wait a minute. I haven't been here when I came into the chat, bro. They were talking about Lamar Jackson being an AAU quarterback. You ain't gonna tell me that you can win the Heisman Trophy, be the
That,
Heisman runner-up,
that's a
and an
figure of speech. That's
MVP,
not
and an
that. Look,
MVP.
that's a
Wait a minute,
figure of
and an NFL MVP in a span of 5 years, talking about you are a fucking
Let me.
AAU quarterback. You cannot name his number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? A wide
Of course I
receiver,
can.
not
Of
a
course
tight
I
end.
can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can. We can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let
Yeah,
go.
we can do that.
Don't Google
So
it. Just tell me.
look, the reason why I'm saying this, the
Don't
reason.
Google it. Just
Hollywood
tell me.
Brown.
Bro,
Hollywood
hey,
Brown.
Pimpin, hold on,
Bateman.
whoa, no, I got this. Look, you talking about a guy that knows pretty much everybody else team, including the Atlanta Falcons. So if you trying to check me, you gonna lose that battle. That's one. All right, but two, we're not even going
Are
there.
you the one who said he was an
The thing
AAU
is,
quarterback?
no. We got.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well, first of all,
Hold
I wasn't
on,
talking about you.
Sam. Hold on. I got it.
But go ahead.
Because the thing is, for one, that's a figure of speech. Okay, that's we're not saying he's an AAU. All right, it's a figure of speech. We're saying when it comes down to the quarterback position, when he says AAU quarterback, what he's saying is that he's not on par with what we call elite quarterbacks. Okay, he's not on their level.
You've been in the league 3 years. You done
What he
already won the
means when
MVP, but you gonna tell me he's not an elite quarterback?
Because
No,
he's an elite
When you
athlete.
let's keep it. Hold on. No.
name the consistent wide receiver.
Stop,
You
bro.
have
Hold
to
on.
throw the ball to
No.
somebody, bro.
Stop it,
You have to throw the
bro.
ball to
We're gonna put you
someone.
off if you
Who is the
let me ask you a
consistent wide
question.
receiver?
Let me
All right.
answer it. You keep Sam, stop it. Everybody stop it. We're gonna end the show real soon if we don't get in the order here. All right. You came on here with an energy. Your energy was towards Desmond Ritter and you said Lamar Jackson, okay? This has nothing to do with all the extra stuff you're talking about. All right. So here we go. You said that Lamar wanted MVP and we wanted to keep it real. We're gonna keep it all the way real, right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it all the way real. So we look at that year. Lamar Jackson, he had 31, count it, 3,100 yards passing. And he won that MVP because he had the most touchdowns. And I think he set the NFL record in rushing in that. So he didn't win it because he was a quarterback. He ran it because he won it because he was the most valuable player. Let me say that again. He won it because he was the most valuable player, not because he was the best quarterback. He didn't win the MVP. He didn't win the quarterback award. Okay? Go back and check it for yourself. He won it because he was the most valuable player. So we're going to keep it 100. We got to talk about it all the way through. We got to look at everything in its context. Lamar won it because he was the most valuable player, not best quarterback. That's an award for that, the best quarterback. Comeback player of the year. It's all of those in one. So that's what the facts are.
Now, due to the fact that my comment was addressed, with those 1,000 yards that he ran for, that backfield that he was in produced almost 3,000 yards that MVP year on the ground for the Baltimore Ravens. You keep hollering about what receivers. It don't really matter what receivers you got if you're not looking to throw to them and you're only reading to your tight end and then you taking off running. Now let's keep it a buck. Everybody want to hang on to this man's fraudulent ass MVP. When you are, come on, folks. When we talk about the elite quarterbacks, we always look at their yards and their touchdowns, their QBR and their completion percentage. Let's put Lamar's same categories up under a microscope. That's why I labeled it an AAU type of an analogy. Okay, and since that MVP year, what has he done besides miss 12 games?
Not much.
What has he done? Well, and you can't name receivers because then no receiver want to stay there because he wasn't throwing to him.
Facts.
Hollywood Brown, Bateman. You know, Mark Andrews got paid because he was getting targeted all the time because that was the only progression that he was looking at before he took off running for a few of them 1,000 yards that he got. Yeah, everybody want to push this guy on. We had this we did it deja vu, this very same argument, you know what I'm saying, about Michael Vick. Well, and you got folks out here advocating for Lamar Jackson, like Ray Lewis and Bart Scott. Get him some help. It don't matter what help that you give when your quarterback is quarterback deficient. It makes no sense. It carries no weight when you are quarterback deficient, bruh.
Oh man,
he peaked. That MVP year was his peak. He has not evolved any further since that year. One, because of availability, none. Two, again, quarterback deficient. His progressions. He going through progressions, checking route to route sequences. He does none of that.
Nope. None of it.
Now, and as part of being a complete team, that man had a top 10, top 5 defense since he walked in the door, and you still couldn't get past the divisional round. But yet y'all want that here. Y'all want that here. No, sir. For my $45, $50 million, give me a complete quarterback. Give me a complete quarterback. Somebody's going to check every progression, all the reads, be able to walk to the line, dissect the defense, and change the play if he have to. Lamar gets to the line, looks through. Okay, all right. I'm going to have Andrews sing it out. And if that ain't there, what is he doing? Taking off like a track star. Doing a bad Barry Sanders impression don't make you a quarterback.
So basically, what he's trying to say is, hold on, let me get this right quick. I know we got a couple people in the back here. So if you take away, okay, so let's say you do give Lamar Jackson the money. Big trucker stop. Okay, I'm asking you a question. Let's say you do give Lamar Jackson the money and you bring him down here. Let's put this in a hypothetical here. For that 250, well, we just gonna say 200 plus because we don't know the actual number of it. We just gonna say right around that 200. Do you want him to run for 200 times a year, or do you want him to stop running?
Oh, they want him to run because that's what they appreciate and love. That's all.
With the $50 million investment, I don't want you running unless you have to for $50 million.
Right. So,
but wouldn't that okay? Then wasn't that a big argument with Matt Ryan as to why he kept getting tore up in the in the game because we had a subpar offensive line? So if you got a subpar offensive line, I can see why you run more than you throw because you can't effectively step up into the pocket. But if you're building your O-line to be sufficient enough to keep you covered, why are you running?
Right.
Because they've got the playbook in the Trump mentality.
Right.
I mean,
and don't want to evolve in the offensive scheme because you want to be a star running back.
Then why have a running back on the team if you're gonna take his place?
Right.
And that's the point y'all be forgetting when y'all don't bring up, like, that's why he's been hurt. The Ravens asked him to do too much. He's the QB one and the running back one.
But that's
No, because I don't know any organization that's going to force you to a quarterback to be a running back.
Hey,
The Ravens
look,
are doing
look,
that.
look. At the end of the day here, regardless of, like I said, because we already know what you like I said, you got, like I said, you got where you stand at, we got where we stand at. Ain't shit gonna goddamn change. We already know how this is gonna go.
We're gonna give Dre, LS, and Blackberry, but I want to throw these numbers out here real quick, and I want to address this because that went over your head when I said he's the most valuable player. Well, he won the MVP. It's called most valuable player. In the MVP race, you have running backs, you got defensive guys, you got quarterbacks, wide receivers. Everybody's eligible for that award. So that don't make you the best quarterback. In PFF, they have this thing, and this is where the NFL has chosen PFF, whether you like it or not. All right, whether you like it or not, the NFL has chosen the PFF to kind of represent them as far as wars and things are concerned. Does anybody know where Lamar ranked in the top 10 as far as quarterbacks that year?
No, what was he?
Gosh,
he wasn't even in the top 10.
Oh my God!
When he in the top 10.
Just saying. Yeah, he wasn't even in the top 10. And again, this ain't got nothing to do with Matt Mikey. You can take it for what it's worth, but even PFF didn't even rank him in 2019 when he won his MVP as a top quarterback.
That's wild.
Hey, can I ask
you? Look it up for yourself.
Let me say
That's
something.
the fact.
Let me say something right quick. I got a question for everybody, if y'all mind me asking. Do y'all feel like the quarterback is the most important position on the field?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, because I'm trying to get all this shit out the way, because like I ain't trying to hear no more goddamn Lamar talk. I ain't trying to hear no quarterback talk. I've been trying to talk fucking defense. I thought I was going to have a good week. Y'all done pissed me off. But I want y'all to ask yourself this question. And like I said, this is the Lamar thing. This is the we're not even going to the skill part now. We're gonna go to the contract situation. Now, as we already know, his teammate Roquan Smith got $100 million contract, $60 million guaranteed, and he has no agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Laramie Tunsil got his contract with the Houston Texans. Apparently, he didn't have no agent, right?
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Here's the thing. If the quarterback is the prime position in the NFL and is the most important position, don't you think that they have a different set of rules and different sets of circumstances when it comes to negotiations?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Talk to him. So, the reason why I'm saying this is at the end of the day with this Lamar thing, and I think a lot of people getting this confused. I tell anybody, go and get your money by any means necessary. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But and Juan and Mike will tone to me on this. In the 48 laws of power, y'all need to go ahead and read this. Read that book. The 48 laws of power. One of the laws says, say less. Say less.
Thanks.
Because where Lamar Jackson is messing himself up at right now is the internet talk. And even though you can say, well, the media is painting this bad narrative on him. What about the same media that was backing him but vilifying everybody that wasn't signing him? Maybe
That
have
part.
you ever thought the reason why teams ain't really looking to sign him because they've already been vilified for not getting him the first day? Have you thought about that?
I think if he was purely a free agent, he would have got a deal. I think people don't want to deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and they don't want to have to give up all this trade.
Nah.
It's
See,
a
the
scheme
Baltimore
that
That ain't
they
That
doing.
ain't
I
it.
feel as though.
See, the Baltimore Ravens want somebody to make a deal. They want
Yeah,
somebody
they
to
So they
big.
don't
set
have
the
to.
deal.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
they
big
don't have
trap
to.
right there.
That's
Right.
what they're waiting on.
Yeah.
They don't want to have to talk. They don't want to have to deal with that money. And and you got to
Right.
understand something. Your perception, how you look to other teams, they're looking at how he's handling this.
Oh,
And
he's horrible.
I'm going to be honest with you, and this going to hurt a lot of fans' feelings. Lamar right now to a lot of teams is bad for business.
Right.
Facts.
And I want to
And
get to this. I want to get to this comment right here by Josh Gillen. Said Daniel Jones got $40 million a year, and y'all sitting up here saying Lamar ain't worth no money, man. Daniel Jones has a 4-year, $160 million contract, which is $82 million guaranteed. If you really look at the structure of the contract, that motherfucker only really getting paid for 2 years. Everything else is incentive
Say
based.
it again. Say it again. Say it again, K.
He's only getting paid is essentially really only a 2-year deal, and it's all incentive based. Now, but what happened with Lamar was when the reports came, this is where Lamar had messed up at. When they said that he demanded a trade and he denied it, and then today came out and said that he did ask for a trade, that's strike one. When they said that they didn't offer him a deal, and then he came out and said they offered him a deal, that's strike two. Now, that 3-year, $133 million contract that was supposed to have been put on the books, and Mike said it in his live earlier, it was an incentive-based contract where it was $133 million guaranteed up to $180 million for 3 years, which means he would have been making at least probably $40 to $45 million a year with the option to negotiate for more money after year 2.
Now the question for everybody on this panel is: if you're an owner and you're a billionaire, do you want somebody playing with you in your face about your money? I don't care. I don't care what position you play. Do you want a player playing in your face about your money and your organization?
Playing in my face, no, but I would definitely play. I would pay him.
This the thing, man.
Okay.
Hold on. This the thing. Okay. Numbers, stats, all that is we could bring up all these facts for y'all, numbers wise. But y'all got it made up. Some of y'all got it made up in your mind that the Falcons won't be shit unless they go get Lamar Jackson. Now that's that. Now I'm going to coincide with something here. Just like every fan, we don't like losing either. So let's squash the narrative that the AFN family
Who the hell
and
is
associates.
McDonald's?
Don't know, but they need their number one. So I can get to that homeless man on the corner.
I should get some extra dipping sauce to go with that too.
But let's squash that narrative that we comfortable with losing. That's a crock of shit. Okay, you're just trying to hit at our buttons. You're trying to touch our buttons just because you've ran out of rebuttals for our objections to you having Lamar Jackson here in
That's
Atlanta.
not true.
That's
not
two.
true.
Now, to go on, Lamar Jackson, I don't know if you got to it or not, K Styles, but I had a super chat. I asked a question. Read me this. We can win with Lamar Jackson, yes. Why can't we win with Desmond Ritter? I need every Lamar Jackson supporter to come to Atlanta to answer that question. If me, I've been so objective about having Lamar Jackson here in Atlanta. I done went on. Yeah, if you've been paying attention, you know I do not support the idea. Some of my contemporaries say that if the price was right, they would have Lamar. I'm telling you, I don't want the motherfucker here at all. And it ain't.
I second
it ain't
that.
got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with his abilities. It ain't got nothing to do with his stardom. For me, I got too much proof in the pudding that a Lamar Jackson type quarterback has not gotten the job done for a franchise. It's too much proof in the pudding. It's too much history that has told you that. Because the price tag, along with the inability to get better as a quarterback, has reared its ugly head too many times in the history of the NFL for us to sit up here and think that a team that has historically had a worser team than the Ravens, the Falcons, but since Lamar has been in the league, has the same amount of playoff wins as that Falcons franchise. But for some reason, we think when he come here, he's going to make us that much better to get us over the hump.
But how many wins did Matt Ryan have?
The simple matter of the fact is this. When you compare quarterbacks, you're comparing players, not teams. So every time you try to make a point about what player's better than who, you're not making a legitimate point because it's not about the team.
Can y'all hear me? My mic.
Yes.
Yeah, we.
All right.
I wasn't finished talking. That's why. That's why nobody's responding to you. So my thing is this.
You dragging us, bro.
I want this question answered. We can win with Lamar Jackson. We can win, bro. Please. We can win with Lamar Jackson.
Slow, bro. Come on, just hurry up, man. You can
Chuck, calm down.
You got an issue. You can
It's
leave.
no issue. It's no issue, bro. What I'm saying.
All right, then. So answer this question.
Mad Mike short.
Why can't we win? Why can't we win with Desmond Ritter?
Let me speak, bro. That we couldn't win with Desmond Ritter. That's not the case. That's a narrative that you just put out there and you start spinning it yourself. Nobody said that. What the issue is, have you taken a look at the teams that we're playing next year? We are playing some terrible teams. So yes, I can agree at some point that giving Desmond Ritter a chance against those type of teams would be some type of a what you call it, like a process for him. Okay, I understand that. I get that. But with somebody like Lamar coming inside this facility, inside this building, we was 13? We had 13 one-score games last year. You put Lamar Jackson in that's easily 12 games, 13 games, or whatever the case may be. We acting like this defense was atrocious last year. This defense kept us in the game to give us the ability to come back in all of those games. Like, what are we saying? And then we upgraded the defense already? We upgraded this year. That line is looking scrumptious right now. So I can see it adding another, maybe like a running back, get us a left guard or whatever the case may be. But we have found gems inside this draft process throughout many, 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 many years. And Mike, I just want to say salute to you, K-Styles. I just want to say salute to you. I've been watching y'all forever or whatever the case may be. But I just saying, you're dogging the one side of Lamar, but we're not even talking about the good things that he can bring to this team. I get it. You said that it's not about his ability, it's not about this, and it's not about that. But your ability is what gets that check inside your pocket. Your ability is what gets you inside the NFL. For you to sit, someone on that panel to say that he's an AAU quarterback, that's the disrespect that was going on to the panel. Because at the simple fact, he is not an AAU quarterback. He's an NFL American quarterback, and he's doing his thing. You said,
Yeah,
well, he only thrown for
and
31,000. He only thrown for
he has the
31.
same numbers as a backup quarterback.
He has the same numbers as Mariota.
But he was also 66% on his passing completions that
Yeah,
year. He
and
was also 3,100.
and so was Joey Harrington too. Joey Harrington did that too.
31 in the air, 31 in the air, 31 in the air, 1,000 on the ground, 27 in the air, and 7 interceptions. I'll take that all day. He want to say, "Oh, how many playoff games did Lamar win? One playoff game." Matt Ryan ain't win his fucking first playoff game until when?
But he's won more consecutively than Lamar.
Yeah, he won Rookie of the Year
And I
too.
get that. He has some real.
He's
good,
only won 4 though.
I wouldn't count
That's
Dirk
3
Ryan
more
as
than
a
Lamar
real good.
consecutively.
Okay.
I wouldn't count.
In 15
No, let him
years.
talk. Let him talk. Hold on. Everybody had their turn to get in. Let him talk.
Inside this offense, we don't really need all of that. All we need is Lamar to get to the second read, and Lamar can get to the third read. But if that third
No, he
read
can't.
isn't there, he can.
Nah.
He can take off and run.
Hold on. Let
him finish.
I'll shorten it up a little bit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. You said that Baltimore Ravens had the same offensive coordinator since
Yes.
Flacco.
Yes.
That was not the same OC that was for Kaepernick, or am I wrong on that?
Greg Roman, that's the same guy.
That's the same one. So that's the same.
And let me throw this in here too before you say that, because I know where you're going with this. That's actually the same guy who got him his MVP too. So you can't say he sucked.
But I didn't really say he sucked. But the thing is that in this Arthur Smith give Kyle Shanahan goddamn Lamar Jackson to see what the fuck happens. Arthur Smith ain't that.
It's a
too
wrap.
far for
Nah.
Kyle
No.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
Stop. Everybody stop. Let me stop you right here real quick, because you keep talking about bring Kyle Shanahan. Do you know what Matt Ryan's worst year was under?
Season, I remember.
Yeah, you know who that guy is?
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that again? Kyle Shanahan? Yeah.
But Mike, we both know that you need at least two years inside of a system to really perfect that shit. And Matt really ain't get that shit outside of Kyle Shanahan.
Matt Ryan got it the first year with his quarterback. He got it the first year with Sarkisian.
That second year with Stark, we was on fire.
Go Blackberry. Go Blackberry.
Can I respond to you, please, sir? Sir, Mr. Drake, can I respond to you? Okay. So you started out by saying how you felt like the defense wasn't as bad as everyone. A lot of people give them credit for it. It wasn't as bad, right? And then you said that we actually made this defense better, correct? Right? Okay. So if and then later on in your soliloquy here, you said that we don't need all of that on the offensive side of the ball. That's what you said, right?
No, I did not say that. I said we need a left guard and a receiver.
No, you're talking about a quarterback.
You're talking about a quarterback. You said we didn't need our quarterback to do all of that, meaning pass the ball a whole lot, right?
Oh, in this offense,
correct?
In this offense, we don't need that as much. No,
we don't need that as much, right? All right. So, answer this for me. If the defense wasn't as bad as people say it was, and it's even gotten better in your opinion, and we all can agree that it's gotten better as far as the acquisitions, right? So, and if in this offense already with a top three rushing attack, if we don't need a quarterback to be spectacular, we don't need a spectacular quarterback, right? So, why is it that we have to go spend that much money on Lamar Jackson if it's possible we could get the exact same job done with Desmond Ritter?
One is not proven that Desmond can do the job. It's just not proven. That's the logical facts here. Two, if Ritter does pan out, you're going to end up paying Ritter basis more than you will be paying Lamar today.
Yeah, but he can actually pass effectively
Oh,
though.
whoa. How you say?
Technically,
Hold on, whoa.
I get it.
Go ahead, Blackbeard. Go ahead. Wow.
Okay, so you want to spend money that we so we had second most cap space, but you still didn't answer my
Next year we
question.
got 90. Next year we got 90 million.
But you still didn't answer my question. If we don't have to go spend that money now, or in the next 2 years for that matter, and Desmond Ritter could possibly get the same job done. Because you said we don't need a quarterback to be, and you didn't say spectacular, but you're basically saying we don't need a quarterback to be spectacular. And you think Lamar Jackson is spectacular, don't you?
I think he's a great NFL quarterback.
Okay. Now, do we need Lamar Jackson?
Hold on. Go ahead,
Do we need Lamar Jackson in this offense?
I never said we need him. I'm
asking,
like,
but I'm asking you yes or no, bro. Do we need Lamar Jackson in this offense?
Yes.
NFL quarterback.
Bro, okay. You can't answer the question, can you? Because you know it's gonna go against your
Bro,
point.
I'm answering the question. It's just that I'm not giving you the answer that you want me to respond.
You didn't answer.
So
You didn't answer.
I did.
It's a yes or no question. Do we need Lamar Jackson in this offense? It's yes or no. You talk about you answering, you didn't answer.
I think we do need Lamar. Need Lamar.
but I'm gonna say something based on what he said. He did mention all of the frills that we have right now, but you do realize if we was to get him now, you're not gonna have all them pieces at your disposal because somebody got to go for him to come here. Because we don't got the capital to give to him, and we'd have to trade somebody to get him. So now you're lacking.
Next year, though.
But we ain't talking about next year.
We're not talking about next. Talking about this year.
We talking about right now.
Let me answer that real quick because you're under the illusion that nobody's going to get paid next year. That's based on this year. We have $100 million based on what this year is. This season has yet to begin, so AJ could have a breakout season. Ebiketie could have a 20 sack season, and guess what? Now he's looking at the team like, bro, I just had 20 sacks in the damn season. I need to get paid. So guess what? That guy get paid. What if Troy Anderson has a monster season? Well, Troy gonna be looking at him, hey, bro, I just had a Pro Bowl season, and I had X amount of turnovers or whatnot. What about a guy like let's just say Tyler Algier? What if he has a 2,000-yard season and he turned into the best running back in the NFL? 20 touchdowns, 2,000. Guess what? He's gonna be looking at the team, look at you. So you talking about what the team has now, but this year has yet to begin. So you can't say, oh, we got $100 million. Now we have the money for Lamar because this year has yet to begin.
What?
Hey, man, Mike, don't you always say we can't go off hypotheticals? We got to go off where we at right now. Those guys haven't had those seasons, so we can't factor that in.
Man, listen to what you just said, bro. Just think about what you just said right there.
You rather gamble getting Lamar Jackson and these guys playing well, and we can't keep them around, and the team gets worse in another 2 seasons. You rather
you ain't gonna have all the players now. If you get him now, you're gonna have to give somebody else.
I know y'all don't want me to keep talking, but my point is it's not so much that we need Lamar, but you do need an above average quarterback. You can get to the playoffs with an average QB, but you're not gonna get far in the playoffs with a regular QB.
Lamar's never gotten far. Hold on. Can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Lamar Jackson in the playoffs has thrown for 150 yards in almost every game in his playoff games. So he's not above average when it really matters the most. So why are we talking about Lamar Jackson for?
I said that.
Lamar, oh my God, no.
Respond. Go ahead.
No, let him respond, Sam. Let him respond to that. That's an excellent question. I want to hear you.
You there? You trying to find your words?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
answer the question.
Go ahead, Chuck. Anything.
Y'all talking about me?
Yeah.
We talking about you.
You need Mike. You need Mike to repeat what he said. Mike, repeat what you said. Maybe he forgot.
All right. So in Lamar Jackson 4 playoff games, he's 1-3. In almost every game, he's thrown for $150 yards or less. So why do we need Lamar if he's just going to do that in the playoffs? We're not getting to the Super Bowl with throwing for 150 yards.
I'm about to say if he throwing $150, boy, I'm about to say somebody needs to
Wait. Hey, Mike. Let me ask you a question. Okay, stop. How many yards did Ritter throw in these last 4 games?
I think he threw for like 2 something.
I think
right?
he averaged 177 the last
177. Yeah,
177.
The last 4 games.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my point. He's a rookie that only got to play 4 games at the end of the season when most teams were ramping up for the playoffs. Lamar been in the league long enough to quadruple that in 1 season. And this is what we're saying. I'm not taking away from that young man being an athlete because he's an exceptional athlete. But the question is, you want to gamble on something he hasn't done, being a veteran versus a guy that has not yet had the opportunity to show you if he can do it or not. Being a rookie.
There you go. You want to gamble that he can get the job done,
but that's the problem.
When he has proven that he cannot, and it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Hold on. Let me do it. Let me do it like this. Hey, Chuck, you hear me? You hear me, Chuck?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially what they're saying here is like you told Mike about the hypotheticals and stuff. Like you said, Lamar Jackson to Atlanta would have been fine and dandy if you had all your other shit already intact.
Yeah.
Am I right? We wouldn't be having this conversation about can Lamar be this, can Lamar be that, can it be all of this. But you said something interesting before that where you said about Kyle Shanahan and how it took a couple years for him for Matt Ryan to get acclimated to the offense before he had that MVP season. See, the thing is you want to give a guy a chance because despite what the popular narrative is, a 3rd round pick for a quarterback is high. It ain't as high as the first and not as high as the second, but it's still a quality pick that you waste on a quarterback. You want to set a precedent as a team where if you have a guy here in a Desmond Ritter who you have been working with in the whole offseason, and this is a guy that you have let's be honest with you. Arthur Blank wants Desmond Ritter. Like I said, this came out. Like I said, he is a fan of Desmond Ritter. This came out his own damn mouth.
Yep.
Now, Trucker Stop said something earlier about Deshaun Watson and him getting his money. It's kind of funny how they're blaming the Falcons for Lamar not getting his money, but they not blaming the goddamn culprit that started all this bullshit in the first place.
I agree. Facts.
Man, that just goes back to saying, man, that Atlanta is hated amongst all, man. I'm gonna preach this, and I'm gonna keep saying this shit. Nobody wants to see Atlanta succeed. The narrative is that they wanted Lamar to come to Atlanta so they can sell tickets, because when we had Michael Vick, it wasn't just the Falcons making money, the whole league made money, because every team that played the Falcons, somebody on the other side was buying a big jersey. They want the exact same thing with Lamar Jackson. But because Arthur Blank and Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot are keen and dialed in on Desmond Ritter, it's going against the narrative that the NFL wants, and the NFL is pissed off about it. It's simple and plain. And they are blaming the Atlanta Falcons for Lamar not getting the money because this is the best place for him from a monetary standpoint and everything else.
Yeah.
But however, it ain't going down like that. Desmond Ritter is the guy.
Right.
Just that simple.
Can I say one quick comment?
Right.
Can I say one quick comment? All right, so I kept seeing this narrative today on Twitter. They're talking about even Lamar has said it, and other people said that how can Deshaun Watson get his money and not get my money? But outside of the allegations with Deshaun Watson, can we all agree he's a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson? Can we all agree?
He's a better player all the way around. All the way around.
4,000 plus passing season and a 5,000 plus passing season.
With no D Hop, by the way. With Brandon Cooks as the
Okay.
number one receiver.
Okay, so in saying that, can we stop with the narrative that Lamar is a better player because he has an MVP? Because like I even saw media types like, but Deshaun Watson doesn't even have an MVP. I'm just like, but he's not as good of a player. Like Lamar might be a better athlete, quote unquote, but there are things that Lamar can't. There are things that Deshaun Watson can do that Lamar has no ability to do. Lamar's not going through progressions.
That's not true. That's not true. Y'all gotta stop just saying that.
It is true.
He ain't got no
true, bro.
This man, is that your favorite word? Is that your favorite quote? That's not true. That's all you keep saying. He ain't got no backup for it.
Are Jay Cruz said Brandon 5 years in, start 15 wires. That motherfucker get traded. He's been getting traded every year for the last 4 years.
I'm gonna say
how much just got traded last week.
When I watch Lamar,
can I step in right quick, man?
When I watch Lamar, let me say this real quick. When I watch Lamar Jackson film, I do see that he's capable of reading defenses. Right. The problem isn't pre-snap. The problem is after the snap.
Yep.
Most of the time, he's doing one read and go. Most of the time. I'm not saying he don't look at second and third options. I'm saying most of the time, he's doing one read and go. And that's all I'm
saying. Could that be because he know his receivers ain't getting open?
No.
This man,
no.
Hey, Mike. Take this man, Mike, man. This man
Listen. I got this.
Can the bad guy talk?
We watched the film, and you can go back and look at it for yourself. When Lamar sees that his receivers are not open, 9 times out of 10 he runs sideline to sideline, trying to make his mind up how he's going to make the play work. Most quarterbacks that scramble, they run out of the pocket and they run vertically. So in case they don't, and none of their weapons get open, they can still go for a first down. 70% of the time, Lamar Jackson's looking for that one guy he can throw to. If he's not available, he's running back and forth. That's forcing all of the defensive linemen to chase him. Then if they can't chase him, he goes for the first down. Now, on the other side of that, when they call it and they hike it, Lamar likes to go up the gut. He likes to have the middle of the field and he'll go straight up the gut for a first down. So a lot of times when teams have all his men covered, he's going sideline to sideline.
Let me teach y'all something about quarterback progressions because I'm gonna say this real quick, and then we're gonna kind of close it. I want to say this, all right? How quarterbacks are taught to go through their progressions is to look deep first. So they look at the safeties, okay, and they work their way down to the mic, and then they worry about, all right, how you gonna slide the protection. So they always look at the safety first. That's the first thing they look at when quarterbacks come out is look at the safeties, because they taught to throw the ball deep first, and then they work their way down. All right, based on what the safeties are,
If they playing cover 2, you already know immediately that the quarterback is gonna be looking at the tight end and they're gonna be looking at the slot. So that's what you're looking at. So I'm teaching y'all how to actually look at film. Okay. So quarterbacks, the first thing they do when you see them, you see Matt Ryan and Tom Brady and those guys, they're looking right at the safety. It's always looking straight, looking at the safety, see what the safety, then they work their way at the linebacker and they say, Mike. All right, and then they go there and then they set the protection off that. So that's how all the guys are teaching. So all you guys are saying that he's going through his protection, look at how he goes through his progression. That's the proper way to look at a quarterback, okay? Is to look at the safety. If he's looking at the safety and they work his way down, and they work his way down, and based on how he looks, he either throw it immediately to the tight end or he'll throw it immediately to a wide receiver that's open. If that's not open, they throw it to a running back because that's a safety valve. So that's how quarterbacks go through their progressions.
All right.
Somebody wanted to say
Can the bad guy talk now?
Yeah.
All right.
This is what I wanted to say, man. All right. Now, first of all, this is my whole stance on the thing. It don't matter what quarterback is available. Ain't there one on worth coming over him. Period. I don't care how you put it. Y'all, anybody can say Patrick Mahomes and all of that. You bring him over here, the stuff that you had to give up, he's gonna be trash because the team is trash. Where he got around him is gonna be trash because you're gonna best believe you're gonna have to give up a lot to get him. That's gonna be any quarterback that's worth any elite quarterback that you can name. Now, my thing is when we talk about Lamar Jackson, even in his MVP year, yeah, he was doing his thing from the pocket and make it so bad. Stephen A. Smith even talked about it. He raved about it. He said, "Oh, he's making it look so easy, and he is doing it from the pocket." Now, I always say you got to speak in context, always, right? Now, remember that when he said this is also going through the first half of the season. And then when you look at that, not only do you look at that, you got to look at the teams that he was playing. He wasn't always playing against the best defenses in the world. Nobody just plays against the best defenses all 16 games. And then even when he went to the playoffs, the lack of the wide receiver talent, it showed. Because why at the playoffs, everybody is balling. Defenses are balling and everything. You got to come with it. And wherever you lacking in the playoffs, it will get exposed. We don't been exposed with Matt Ryan and everything. Our defense, plenty of time. You get what I'm saying? Except for that one time when we worked on when we beat the Rams though. But at the same time though, that's what happened. I remember Lamar Jackson, man, in that game, in that playoff game he lost, bro. He threw a pass so perfect to Hayden Hurst. It not only did it hit him in the chest, but it stayed there for a second. It was perfect timing and everything. And guess what? Hayden Hurst didn't even see it. By the time he looked at it, it just fell to the ground. Everybody was crying about how much help he did not have during that game, bro. The drop passes, the fumble, all of that. That's just a fact, bro. You can go back and look at the game. It was terrible. And even though you sit up here and talk about when we talk about the receivers, but tell me exactly what receivers were killing who was killing who? Because all of everybody that y'all named, Matt Ryan, all these cats, Matt Ryan, ain't nothing on the Ravens look like Julio or Tony Gonzalez. None of them. None of them. Not Marquise Brown, the best thing smoking, and he is not that.
Did that matter for Big Dick? Did that matter for Big Cock Brock?
Well, hey, y'all talked about them 4,000 yards. It didn't matter what
I'm just saying. You're trying to make a point for a quarterback. You're trying to make a point for a quarterback and needing weapons. But did Big Cock Brock have elite wide receivers? And he still got the job done.
Goddamn nickname. I thought we killed that.
Look, I like Big Cock Brock. I like to say that name.
I'm saying this is where I'm coming from when I talk about a lot of these narratives of why, like, how y'all say about Lamar. You get what I'm saying? Just like the 4,000 yards. There's plenty of quarterbacks that didn't throw 4,000 yards that went to the Super Bowl. That was consistent.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco and them, they did not throw for 4,000 when they won the Super Bowl. Jim Kelly didn't even do it.
But did the defense help Joe Flacco win that Super Bowl?
Hey, hold on. I was just
Hold,
gonna get
hold
to
on.
that.
Let
This
me
is what I
look.
want to get to right
Everybody
quick.
keep
Hey,
hold on,
put
hold
that
on.
right there.
Stop. Everybody keeps saying that he didn't have weapons. All right,
Ain't nobody
let's
said
make
that.
this
Ain't nobody
clear.
said
Let's
he ain't
make
have
this
weapons.
clear.
Oh, hold on. You talking
Let,
Lamar?
you're alluding. You're basically saying that he doesn't have weapons like that. But I keep telling you guys, when you look at the Chiefs' offense, they don't have elite wide receivers either.
Number 2 and number 3
They got
receivers.
a whole
Hey,
bunch of number
what they
3
got? What they
receivers.
got is
They got a
elite.
whole bunch of number 3
What do they
receivers,
have
and
that is
somehow
elite?
he still passed for 5,200 yards. So it's not
What do
even.
they
Look, we
have
got to
that's elite
stop
though?
with this narrative that is always about weapons.
Bro, it's a
Does it?
whole
Is it?
team. I don't care how you go about it, how you spit it. It's gonna take a whole team. Ain't no quarterback
It,
bigger than the program,
but
bro.
it's
Of
not
course they
One
are.
strictly
Of course
thing,
it is.
Just
one thing
That's
go
about
of
ahead
them
and
course it
teams.
bust it
is.
right
One
there,
thing
bro.
about them teams against the best defensive line, against the best front seven, they did
Let me
not
let me let
touch
me
Patrick
take, let me
Mahomes, bro.
debunk that. Let me debunk that because great quarterbacks can make great throws, and quarterbacks that are not great can't make those throws. We saw that with Julio Jones
Ain't
and
nobody
Matt
talking
Ryan in the
about the
Super
ain't
Bowl.
nobody talking about the throw, bro. And when I'm telling you,
You're
it
not
doesn't matter.
understanding.
No,
That's
what,
why it is
bro? You
important
went to a
because you're
whole.
not
You went
understanding it.
completely outside of what I just said. What I said was there's no quarterback bigger than the program. When it comes down
Of
to that
course it
squad,
is. I'm telling you, because Tom
you're gonna
Brady
have
and
to have
Peyton
that squad.
Manning, Matt
I
Ryan
haven't
can make
seen.
those throws that other
He hasn't
quarterbacks
won a
can't
Super
make.
Bowl. Why
That's the
he didn't
reason
win?
why.
Why he didn't win? Because
Listen,
it's a
Ellis.
team
You're being
sport, bro. That's
emotional.
my
Let,
whole
let me
point.
let me show you. Let me tell you where you're wrong at. Because the big time quarterbacks make those big time throws. That's why they are above the team. That's why they get paid the most
Bro,
to make
he
those
will not. He
tough
didn't win out.
decisions.
it's the
Well,
exact reason
hold on.
why
This is
Aaron
where you
Rodgers
missing
can
me at
put
about
2
what I
teams
am
in a
saying.
vice grip.
I am talking about winning.
Yeah,
And you can be
that's what
elite
big.
all
That's
day.
what the
That's what I'm talking
big
about.
time quarterbacks.
Winning. I'm
That's
talking
why they
about
get paid that
winning.
money. Look, bro. That's
Listen
why they
to what
get
I'm
paid that
saying.
money because they can
Bro,
do
you are
what other
going outside of
quarterbacks
what I'm
can't do.
saying. I am talking about winning. Because it
Hold
don't
on,
matter
bro.
Yeah,
how
they
elite you
win.
are.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Bro,
You talk
where
about
are our
winning, but
Super Bowls?
you
Ain't Matt
trying to,
Ryan elite?
bro.
You're not.
You trying to make
No,
a
I'm
case. You
not,
talking
bro.
about winning, but you trying to make a case for a quarterback that has had good teams and he has not won shit.
Yeah.
So the
Had a
point you
Falcon,
making, you not making.
hey, hold on. And we not had good teams.
We have had good teams.
No, we've
Where were
had
we?
good teams, but
Hold on.
we
All right. Hold on. Now you answer that question. All right. When we lost, what were we lacking?
Defense.
All right. And guess what? Just like Joe Flacco,
oh my god,
why did he win?
Defense.
because he made the big time throws
Because
and
Joe,
the
that's right.
playoff games.
And guess what? And guess what?
That's
And
right.
guess what?
Come
Guess
on,
what
bro. He
happened?
made the big time
Hold on.
throws, man. That's why he got the
Matt Ryan
contract.
come on, Matt Ryan made
Bro,
big time
what?
throws, bro.
Stop, bro. You're not making sense. He made
He's
the
not
big
making
time
Bro,
throw. That's
you
why he
keep
got the
telling
big
me off.
time
You ain't
contract
even
right
let me
after the
talk. You ain't
playoffs.
let me make my point. I just brought up Joe Flacco. You ain't let me finish what I was saying.
Bro, you
Period.
talking nonsense. You
calling
don't
his
even
word.
hear
No,
what you're
I
He
am
ain't
not.
saying.
say no point.
Let me say what I'm saying, bro. Just listen for a second. Just calm down and listen for a second. And you keep talking about people that make big throws. Yes, Joe Flacco made big throws. Yeah, Mike Ryan made big throws. But at the end of the day, where I am coming at, it's the whole team factor. I keep naming it. We let Tom Brady score 5 touchdowns. Guess what? If it wasn't for the Ravens defense stopping the 49ers 5 times, all they scored was field goals. If one of those had been a touchdown, they would not have been Super Bowl champions. But it's a team effort. I'm talking about the whole entire team, top to bottom, quarterback, offensive line, receivers, defense, all of that. I
Okay,
haven't
so
seen
it
nobody
sounds
win
like
the.
you making more of a case for why we don't need Lamar Jackson. That's
I
what
said
the
that
case you're
from the
trying to make,
beginning. What are you talking
Man,
about?
you
I
didn't
said,
say that.
bro.
This man did not say that.
hold on. The first thing I said, it don't matter what quarterback that is available. It doesn't make sense to bring him here. I did say that.
Oh,
What are you talking about? I said that from
oh.
the beginning. I said it doesn't matter what quarterback is available. That's why I brought up Patrick Mahomes and all that. It's in the recording. I
So
said
let me
that.
ask you a question. So let me ask you a question then. Since you say it don't matter what quarterback we bring here, who do you think is going to help us win? In your opinion, who do you
We ain't
have
got.
right now that's gonna help us? That's gonna help get us
I
over
don't
the
even
top?
know where we going, man. I'm
Look here,
just
I heard what he
hello,
He's
said.
just buying time right now.
bro.
I heard
The
what he said.
reason. Hello. Now, let me give you why I even said that. Because of, and they're gonna answer your question. The reason why I even said that can't no you. It don't matter what quarterback that you bring here. It's because we're gonna have to give up too much. We're gonna have to go with what we got. It ain't gonna be this
I'm
year.
s-
I feel like it's
I'm
gonna be
so
more next year.
confused.
So you don't think we
I
can win with
said
Ritter?
I never said that.
No, I'm asking you. I didn't say you said it. I'm
Yeah,
asking
I
you.
said that in the comments earlier. I said Ritter is my quarterback. I said even in the comments, I said, hey, I agree with everything about what y'all saying about the Falcons. I said, but when it comes down to Lamar, the thing that y'all saying with Lamar, that's what my problem comes in at. That's why even when I first came on the state, the first thing I said, it doesn't matter what quarterback is available. It doesn't make sense to get them because we're going to have to give up too much and they're going to come over here and be trash. That's the reason why I said no quarterback is bigger than the program. You got to have a team. I haven't seen one quarterback without a team winning out.
Okay, bro. Well, Lamar has gotten worse since his MVP season, bro. Go ahead,
Lamar has
Sam.
been
Hey,
hurt. Lamar has been hurt.
Go ahead, Sam.
Stop it. Stop it. And
At
even
the
after the year
end
after his
of
MVP,
at the end of the day,
even the year after his MVP,
hey,
who
hold
was
on,
injured that next year? Who
hold
was
on.
injured that next year on the team?
Hold on. At the end of the damn day, when we look at the last 8 Super Bowl winners, there's only 2 names that come up as far as elite quarterbacks, which is Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said a key thing there. You said the team aspect
Team
is
aspect.
very important.
Very important.
This is what our whole ideology over here has been around since we started.
Well,
you build the foundation, which means you build the team.
we need.
And I
This
never
is.
disagree with that.
Oh no, I ain't saying you ain't disagree.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just sitting here making a point.
That's just common sense right there. But a lot of folks don't get that. That's what killed me with our fan base anyway. I just can't understand how you watch all these Super Bowl teams, bro, and you see all of them names on there. All of the names on the team, bro. Look at the Eagles. Look how many names was on the defense, and look at the names, the running backs, the receivers. Hell, the offensive line. It didn't make no sense. They had names everywhere. And then you look at the Falcons like one quarterback supposed to just kill everybody. It's the dumbest ideology I have ever seen in my life. How you see so many people ball out on this one team, and you got 2 people on the Falcons that are balling, and you feel like they supposed to take the whole 22 to the promised land.
I blame the mentality on Thomas DeMento.
Now you heard him say it. You heard him say it.
See what the issue is everybody's fucking frustrated right now because they haven't seen a winning season since 2017. So everybody is scrambling. What's the best idea? What's this idea? What this motherfucking idea is? And what that idea is? We need to draft this some bitch. We need to draft that some bitch. Fuck all that shit. Blow that shit. You see, y'all about to make me go help. Oh.
Hey, I just want to say a stat real quick that I looked up. So when he was doing his little rant a few minutes ago, I wanted to look up what the Ravens defenses was in 2019, 2020, 21, and 22. You know what their defensive ranking was those years?
Oh yeah, I do.
Who? Who?
Top
You talking
four.
about the Falcons?
Mostly fourth. No, the Ravens.
Oh, I was about to say I
Most of
don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that Suki Hana slut walk defense we had. I don't want to talk about that.
No, the Ravens defense. They was literally averaging giving up 17.6 points per game for 4 years.
So basically, if you got a good special teams, which they do, that pretty much means that he's in full control of the offense. Like he doesn't have to go 80 yards to score touchdowns a lot of times. A lot of his drives are near the 40, 50-yard line. Great field position.
And the Baltimore Ravens always good on special teams too.
Always good on special teams.
Always.
Sam
And we ain't talking about just Justin Tucker. But the thing about it is, regardless of what we're talking about here, Lamar Jackson, if the Falcons would have went on ahead and fell for the bait and did the Lamar Jackson trade right at when it happened. Okay, so they was at about $60-something million. So the cap was at 32. You're gonna need but you ain't gonna need that much money for a draft because you pretty much gave up all your draft capital. So you'll have about 17. No, let me see. It's 32. Hold on, I gotta do my mathematics here. 32.
Carry the 1K style.
Carry the 1K. That will put you about $20-something million.
You want 50 a year. You want 50 up
there. Well, like I said, right? Yeah, but we're just counting the tag number right now. So
the tag. Okay.
We count the tag number, so that'll put you about 29 right there. Now this is before the Chris Lindstrom extension, so add that little 15 right there. So you would only have enough money to add great value players. Am I correct?
Yep. Jesse Bates out the door.
Jesse Bates out the door.
Onyemata out the door.
Out the door.
Peyton Ellis is gone.
Gone. Yep. And then the thing about it is, if you do that deal,
we'll have Matt Collins
to pay him. You're going to have to pay him because you not finna give up 2 first-round draft picks and say, okay, he ain't good. Draw him to the wayside. No, fuck that. If I'm spending 2 first-round draft picks, I'm gonna have to get a bang for my buck somehow. So
I'm going for Aaron Rodgers. I ain't going for no damn Lamar.
So that 80 to 100 million that's going to be getting next year. Now you got to cut that down by 40, at least 40%. Now you got to start thinking about other guys. See, remember now, you don't have that first round pick, so Christian Gonzalez is out of the door.
Yep.
You may want a defensive player. Nolan Smith is out the door.
No Will Anderson.
No Will Anderson.
Top 10. Maybe the first
no Jack Campbell. No,
nothing.
Jalen Carter.
Nothing. The best thing you gonna get is
Van Ness.
He
won't be available. He going top 10.
No, the best thing you can get. The best thing you can get is an elite water boy. That's it.
Yeah. So this is a lot of things that people don't think about. Like I said, we kind of get caught up in the aesthetics of a Lamar Jackson and what he brings because he reminds us of what we used to have, and it makes us feel good. And like I said, you look at the winning record, and like I said, the one thing I will always say about Lamar Jackson, his touchdown to interception ratio is a lot better than most quarterbacks in this league.
He don't throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
Hey, let me have a moment now.
Trying to be nice. Damn, Sam. Let him try to be nice to the motherfucker.
We trying to close. We trying to close it out right. Then you can have your whole cuss out moment when we give you the chance. But at the end of the day, like partner said here, regardless on who the quarterback is, the foundation here is now.
Right.
If you look at the offseason the Falcons have built, they're planning on winning this thing now. They're not asking Desmond Ritter to be a superstar. Nobody's asking him to be the superstar. All you're doing is asking him to make one throw. One fucking throw.
Yep.
Do I need to count the games? Let's count the games. Hold on. Okay, the very first game against the Saints, you had a fumble in the red zone that cost us that game.
I wonder who did that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Dolman.
Okay, the Rams, we was down 28-3.
I wonder who did that.
Brought it back to 4, had an opportunity through an interception. Okay, yeah. Let me see. What's the other game? Oh, Drake London fumbles the football in the red zone in the Chargers game.
Yep.
Then Taquan Graham fucks around and fumbles the ball again. And we lose the game right there.
That one pissed me off.
We got Marcus Mariota looking like Crash Bandicoot out here.
Throwing them hallelujah balls.
I'm not spinning Rooney Hail Mary.
Hey,
threw the ball with his legs.
You talking about the laying on his back special?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
The Cherokee the ass special. That's what he did right there. Let's see. Then you got the Reds, the Commanders. Let me get it right. Commanders game. Great play by Deron Payne, so I'm not gonna fault him on that. You see, I didn't bring up the Tom Brady Grady Jarrett thing because that shit pissed everybody off. So that's 5 games right there. That's 5 games. Plus the Commanders game, that's 6.
7 plus 6 is 13.
We ain't gonna talk about Cincinnati.
Right. Cincinnati. That was ass. We ain't gonna count.
Yeah, that was good and terrible.
You go to
that
the Steelers
game was over soon as they had the coin toss.
Yeah, you go to the Steelers game. They was close in that game. If one of those deep post routes get connected, we may be talking about a different story. That's one throw.
Panthers.
The second Panthers game, the first Panthers game, we got away with that one. I'll take that. It is what it is. The Saints game with Desmond Ritter with the 97 yards that he threw in that game. The Falcons were down by 3 with 2 minutes left in the game and driving down the field. What happened in that game?
Drake
4th
London.
and 5. Hit a slant route to Drake London. Drake London hits a Calvin Ridley moves and fumbles the fucking football. Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct? So
Yeah.
I just counted 8 different scenarios where one play
decided
We were down by how much?
Like I said, one play. Like I said, you make 3 of those throws. The past 2 seasons, the Falcons will be looking at 20 wins in 2 seasons instead of 14.
Which brings me back to my question. Why can't? If I can say we can win with Lamar Jackson, why can't we win with Desmond Ritter?
Because Desmond Ritter's an unknown. Like I said, he's the unknown commodity. See, they know Lamar Jackson, so it's comfortable to go with what you know.
Lamar Jackson health is unknown.
Yeah,
it's true.
But aren't most rookies unproven?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the simple answer to that question would be plainly put from the fan base point of view. We're big name hunting instead of big game hunting.
Right.
See, See, because we all got to go back. Every quarterback that we consider elite or great, go look at their first 4 games, and you tell me if you would have put your trust in them in their first 4 games. And I can guarantee you about 80% of them will say no. This is why we keep telling y'all you got to trust the process. This man played at a time in the season. He didn't play the first 4 games of the season where everybody was cold. He played the last 4 games of the regular season where everybody was getting ready to go to the playoffs.
The playoffs, right.
So he played in a different environment. He played in a way, the beginning of the season is totally different from the end of the season.
Right.
He played in a way different environment because teams are in their stride. All their teams got, chemistry. They've been playing the whole season. And this is why we hamper on that last game, that last Tampa game. That's why a lot of people say he showed a lot in that game. To be a rookie going into the season the way he did. Because I can guarantee you could have put a lot of quarterback rookies in there and it wouldn't have ended the same way. And it wasn't no guarantee that Ritter was going to come out winning or he was going to lose all of them. But he progressed in every game. And we said it on here more times than not. When everybody was asking for Ritter at halfway through the regular season, we said, y'all got to remember, when you get Ritter, he going to do rookie things. He going to make rookie mistakes. But I say, if he'd have got us to the playoffs, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Because that would have been proof enough, where he can get us at least to the playoffs. You ain't seen him in a full season. He can still do it.
And I really want to hear Sam, but let me say this. I want to show Ritter some love because I think we say so much about it. We bring Lamar name up so much and he ain't even here, but we don't show this boy Ritter no love. I think a lot of y'all
I was just about to do that for you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of y'all really don't know what this young man is capable of. Some of y'all want to use the eye test with Lamar Jackson and say, well, he's so dynamic and such a big dynamic playmaker. Nobody's ever disputed that from you all. But let me tell you what I see when I see Desmond Ritter. And because we only got 4 NFL games to go off of, let me take you back to his college career. He's the most winningest quarterback in his quarterback class. He ran the fastest 40 in his quarterback group in the combine. He was on the worst team. He was on the worst team in the college football playoff, but they had the worst odds to make it, but he made Cincinnati. He put Cincinnati back on the map. Cincinnati hadn't been on the map in college football since the mid 90s. He put them back on the map. So there's that. And then when I do look at what I've seen from him in the professional, in the NFL, I see a guy who's poised, a guy who even as a rookie, he didn't let pressure get under his skin. He was able to move out the pocket. He had poise to stand in the pocket and didn't move until it was time for him to move. And he was still able to go through progressions. I see a young man who's a leader. You see his leadership abilities. He wants to win. He's highly competitive. He's pissed off when a drive isn't successful. We didn't see Marcus Mariota at all. He was never mad about a drive not being finished. Desmond Ritter can't stand it. He got that same fire Matt Ryan had when he was here. And that's what I see out of Desmond Ritter. And he didn't turn the ball over. So I think these are things that we have to pay attention to when we start making our arguments for Lamar Jackson. Look at the tangibles in the guy that's actually here. Look at his tangibles. Look at his abilities. Desmond Ritter is capable. Give him a chance. All right, B. Sam.
Well, you need an organ for that one, boy.
See, the thing that always gets me when people are talking about, well, Ritter's unproven, this, that, and the third. Well, if you are a true and real football fan, like most of us in here are, it means, you watch college football as well. You might even dabble in a little high school football. And, if you were using your eye test, if you will, the 4 years he spent at Cincinnati, along with the 3 preseason games and 4 regular season games he's played, would be all the video documented evidence to come to a positive conclusion about Desmond Ritter. He has the intangibles. He has the poise.
and he don't make the same mistake twice.
Facts.
That's facts.
Okay. Now you can fast forward to this offseason. In comparison, so far we've seen, Desmond Ritter being out, hanging out with, Hall of Fame QBs, going to quarterback camps. He's been seen, at Peyton's camp, and quarterback gurus. When any time in the last 5 years you heard anything of such about Lamar Jackson? That part.
I remember he did some sprint training with Lamar Jackson did some sprint training with
we're not talking about getting his speed up. We're talking about throwing the ball, being a quarterback. We ain't talking about running track.
No. I was making the point. Like, so he went. I think he was training with like Usain Bolt or somebody like that. No. Hold on. Let me just say, I just thought I was confused why he was getting sprint training. I was like, should he be at a quarterback camp or something? That's the point I was making. Like, I don't know why you get sprint training. Like, you're not running track. Like,
see, and people get they sensationalize his speed and running ability. Okay, all right, that's all well and good, but when it comes to walking up to the line of scrimmage and identifying the mic, changing a route to suit the play, you know what I'm saying? Snapping the ball and reading your progressions instead of looking at one person and then taking off like Usain Bolt. Okay, a track star don't make you a quarterback. And seeing as how I'm the bad guy tonight because I call it like I see him. Everybody seems to be up in arm about the AAU comment. Well, you know what I'm saying? When you make your offensive unit members better, then I start calling you a quarterback. Until then, yeah, you got AAU tendencies in my book.
Damn.
Because running around doing a bad Barry Sanders impression don't make you no damn quarterback.
Look, all the wide receivers that's been there, all of them want to leave them. So, and nobody wants to come there. So I don't see.
Motherfuckers want to keep talking about he need help. Well, if he throw to his help would be there.
Why you think Hollywood Brown was like, I gotta go?
I gotta go, bro.
Bro, what does it say that the Ravens drafted a receiver in the first round 3 straight years and all 3 of those receivers left? What does that tell you? Why y'all out here wanting to talk about he needs to help, he had somebody to throw to. The boy ain't throwing the ball.
No, Sam, you're wrong. You're wrong, Sam. That means the offensive coordinator sucks. What are you talking about, Samuel?
It's the goalkeeper's fault. But look, you can make a comparison on us. Look what happened to Pittsburgh there when Mariota wasn't throwing. They looking at like, why, coach? Why am I out here?
Yeah. The body language.
He
the body language.
Check this out. This the hypocrisy for me that I'm sick and tired of. Heineke, come on, man. Can you really blame? Can you really be mad at fans one more? We got fucking more. What the fuck is you talking about? We got Jesse Bates. We got Onyemata. We got that boy coming off the edge. What the fuck is you talking about, bro?
See,
we got Mike Hughes. We did go get fucking Mo. It just ain't the Mo you fucking wanted. Tired of this shit, man.
Look, at the end of the day,
get your head out your fucking ass.
At the end of the day, if you understand the mission,
man, we're gonna set up a pay-per-view fight between you and that motherfucker.
If you understand the mission, and I've been saying it, sustainable product, player development. If you understand that, then you understand what's going on here in Atlanta, and you wouldn't have that LaFucus Jackson in your mouth.
Sam, they must not know who Eddie Goldman is, Sam. They must don't know who the fuck Eddie Goldman is.
They really don't.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna really tell you what the real problem is, and I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. The real issue with Desmond Ritter is the fact that he only ran the ball 14 times.
There you go.
That part.
There you go.
Yeah.
How dare you tell us that he's not running? How dare you? Now I'm getting fucking pissed. How dare you?
That is it. Bruh, that is cracking the code. Like you said, if this was one of those cases, if he would have been running the same read option as Marcus Mariota and running, averaging 40, 50 yards a game, it's not going to be the same conversation.
Can I say something on that? Let me say something
Go
on
ahead.
that. All right. We oh my God. And folks that's listening may not like what I got to say, but I'm just about to lay it out there and be honest. We need to get the fans that are so enamored by the running and everything. We need to get away. They need to get away from that slave mentality. They need to get off the plantation because that's all it is. It's that
They need to stop playing Madden on Ricky level.
It's that run, nigga, run mentality. Like Killer Mike said, run, nigga, run. We are so enamored by the running, and we've been running for 450 plus years. So why the hell do we want our quarterback to do the same thing?
Because they got a fantasy football microwave mindset.
Exactly. What fans need to understand is coaching, consistency, and competition lead to great fucking teams.
This is the ethnic part. This is the ethnic part of the show. So everybody pay attention.
Follow
and once you have those three components in your locker room, you can build a competent dynasty of a team. But we need to get away. We need to get away from that run, nigga, run mentality. We should be thinking you should only run. The quarterback should only run when they absolutely have to. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
not for excitement, not to make you feel good.
Wait. Say it again.
Not to make you feel good, Billy Bob Thornton.
Not to give you a freaknik feeling moment, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a dark skinned quarterback running 4-2.
Yeah.
He said,
that's all I really got to say, man. We just need to get out of that. We get away from that mindset. We're never going to experience the Michael Vick thing again, and we shouldn't want to experience it again.
Right.
We should. Even Mike Vick don't want to go back to that era.
Exactly. No. We should appreciate it for what it was.
Somebody to put a brace on and go out there and play.
We should appreciate it for what it was.
Let me say one thing.
Go ahead.
If Josh Allen's crazy ass don't watch himself, that motherfucker gonna end up on the stretcher next year.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. As much as we talk about Lamar Jackson and his running to be, that motherfucker Josh Allen is reckless.
Yep. Hey,
but he throw it for 4,000 yards or better.
He throw for 4,000 yards, but that motherfucker is reckless too. And like you said, that's the one thing I will give Deshaun Watson credit on, despite all that bullshit he got going on.
He ain't taking no hits.
He can sling that thing.
Josh
I
Allen.
just looked up his rushing total. This dude average rush running the ball, and we know he can run the football, but he does the most he ran for a season was 90 times.
Wow.
So he runs when he needs to.
Lamar's like run 90 times in 3-4 games.
Hey, and also I don't know if y'all remember this. Y'all probably do, but y'all remember Big Ben's first couple seasons? He was running like Josh Allen. But you know what happened? But you know what happened when he stopped? He'll still slinging that thing. He'll slinging the thing from the pocket. He became a way better quarterback. But that's what I'm saying.
Some matter of the fact is he got worse after his MVP season. I don't know why I don't give a damn about all this bullshit they want to come up with. They got to go all the way back to an MVP season. He got worse.
Yep.
It's simple as that. Well, you gotta look at the variables. Only variables I'm worried about is the ones on my damn IRS statement. Them the only
Look,
variables.
He has not progressed past his third year in the league. He has not progressed past his third year in the league, and that is a problem.
Let's just call it what it is. He has been riding his own hype train, and he got lazy. He's been riding his own hype train. All he's been hearing is his MVP season. So if all you gonna hear, if your mama telling you that you an MVP because you ran, the league telling you you're MVP.
Your mama told me a quarterback.
But I'm saying, if everybody telling you that you MVP, then that's all you hear. The first thing is, I don't need to get better.
Yeah, he's sucking on his own pacifier.
If nobody challenging you on your position, you won't feel the need to get better. That's the whole thing.
But even with that being said, even I can say we can win with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, we can.
So why is it that the supporters for Lamar Jackson can't do justice for Desmond Ritter to answer the damn question? Why can't we win with Desmond Ritter?
Because he reminds us of,
just saying he's unproven ain't saying that's not an answer. That's a statement. That's not an answer. Why can't we win with Desmond? What has he done or not done for you not to have enough faith in him to at least give him a chance?
Not having enough my skin color. That's the problem.
Not having enough melanin.
He reminds fans of Matt Ryan. He reminds fans.
He was born my skin color. He light skinned. That's the problem.
That's who. But he reminds fans of Matt Ryan.
People should want that.
I guarantee you, if Desmond Ritter was dark skinned, wouldn't nobody have a damn problem.
Hold on. Hold on.
Games that he played in. It was a lot of fans that kind of be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? We think Ritter gonna do it. That's why they were crying for him to come out there. But when they didn't see what they wanted to see, that's when it became a problem. You get what I'm saying?
We said that.
That's the only reason, bro. That's the only reason. You know, our fan base got a problem with it. As soon as they see a negative, they just gonna roll with it.
They really want a negative though.
Yeah, no, it ain't, because K-Style said, now look, he said, y'all want us to hurry up and get rid of out there, so in case he doesn't win, y'all got a case to go for another quarterback. And then behind that, he said, now remember, when you get rid of out there, just remember, he gonna do rookie things. They're disappointed at the truth coming to fruition. He did rookie things, but he got better. We told him that.
No, they mad because he ran the ball 14 times in 4 games.
And you say
that he ain't look like no Brock Purdy. That's what they mad about. He ain't look like
look, this man stared down pressure and still made the play. This man had defenders literally grabbing him. He slipped out and still made the play. In his preseason game, he threw it to who? Jared Bernhardt for the winning touchdown.
Get down, girl.
Yep. And they had been complaining that when Matt Ryan was here, we needed a quarterback that was more mobile. When we got a more mobile quarterback, we needed a quarterback that can throw. Now
what the fuck do you want?
Now y'all want to go backwards.
Your quarterback ain't throwing.
He's too much like Matt.
Your quarterback is not gonna throw for 5,000 yards and run for 1,500 yards in a season. If that's what the fuck you looking
bro,
for,
y'all motherfuckers be tripping, bro.
Bro,
Who
you
the fuck gonna pass for 4,000 yards and run for 1,000? What the fuck y'all be thinking about?
Then why have a running back? You might well have to play 2 positions. He gonna quarterback for the first half and be the running back for the second half.
Ain't even did that. What the fuck you be talking about, man?
Like I said,
oh my god, bro.
Like I said, the thing is they wanted the Michael Vick experience with the Matt Ryan.
Man, let me
that part.
I'm tired.
No, we about to close the
I'm
damn
fucking
show
tired.
out.
I'm tired of this shit. All right, I'm goddamn tired.
Look,
my fucking brain hurts. All right, Chuck,
Hey,
your
so-
ass ain't coming on no motherfucking more. Every time your ass come on here, you start this bullshit. As a bitch, that motherfucker asked 20 questions and don't answer none.
He trying to play hood Jeopardy on Sly.
Yo, know that boy.
That motherfucker he answered no damn question. He had a billion damn questions, but he ain't answered none. Man.
look, at least he came
I
on.
tell you what, though.
At least he came on. He didn't duck nothing.
I struck a hell of a fucking nerve tonight with that AAU comment. Look, them motherfuckers in their feelings.
Oh yeah.
Look. That's right up there with me telling people just say you don't like Ritter.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, and this is what the notion is. You can say a quarterback ain't it after 4 games, but you get offended if somebody says Lamar Jackson ain't it for his team.
That's crazy. That is crazy, K-Style.
Yeah.
So the thing is, but like I said, the thing at the end of the day, like you said, at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson ain't wearing a Falcon jersey right now. He's not. He don't have colors on right now. So why the fuck is we talking about it? Why?
All right, so can we make a promise? Can we do something then? Can the next live stream be about the players we got on the team?
Oh, trust me. Trust me. Tomorrow on 6-man, anybody that brings up Lamar Jackson is gonna get blocked.
There you
Y'all gonna at least get timed out. Y'all gonna get timed out. And if you bring Lamar Jackson name up again, you're gonna get timed out again. 3 times, your ass is blocked.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of talking.
Me too,
bruh.
Me too.
We literally just this is another.
We get all that shit out today, okay? We got it all out today.
Yeah, we got all of it out.
Bruh,
it was needed.
Yeah, definitely needed.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all done made this shit so bad. I fucking hate the quarterback position.
Man, we gave this shit 3 hours. We gave Lamar Jackson 3 hours.
I hate the quarterback.
That's all he need. That's all he need.
And y'all know me. I like talking defense and special teams. I like talking about quarterbacks too, but I like to talk about the totality of the team.
Right.
Man, listen,
Like
I
I
need
said,
some Pepto-Bismol after all of this.
Like I said, we have an off season where we actually have money to spend. This is the first off season we had to spend fucking money since 2015.
Yeah.
Talk about this motherfucker so much.
Man, we had
16,
Mike go damn get him.
But they showed out with it though, K-Style. Look what
They showed out with
They
it.
showed out with it, bro.
Right.
Look, hey, K-Style, what team that was? You said that Ritter threw 97 yards and we
against
were
the
down.
Saints.
Against the Saints.
Bro, listen to that. Now, not only take that in consideration, 97 yards, right? Now, who didn't we look at our team at that game? We didn't have no Kyle Pitts. We had we had injuries everywhere, bro. The team we got now. You can't tell me what we got on paper right now without the draft. You cannot tell me.
Can I say something? Can I say something? If y'all don't believe nothing else about Ritter, he beat a team with Tom Brady on it.
Yep.
Yeah. And they had 7 starters. They had 7 starters on the field. They had 7 starters on the field all the way up into the 4th quarter. At least 6.
Yep.
So don't say he didn't play against scrubs.
Right.
He didn't play against the full 11, but he played against 6 of them.
Right.
Yep.
And those 6 starters was better than what the fuck we had. So
that
ain't saying much.
Right. And y'all call Brady the GOAT, right? So hey, there you go. He's supposed to run over a rookie.
Oh, he was a GOAT until Grady Jarrett hit his ass. He said nope.
He became the GOAT milk.
Man, hey, Tom Brady, the throat goat.
Shit.
Oh Lord, that's so disrespectful.
He been doing. Listen,
I think Arthur Smith, bro. I think Arthur Smith gonna be surgical next year, boy.
Right.
Of course.
Oh, boy, I can't wait.
Just think
I
about
can't
this.
wait.
Just think about this. We ran less read option with Desmond Ritter than Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It was a completely different offense.
That was a completely different offense.
This is the third time he didn't change.
We should tell you that Desmond Ritter can read defenses.
Now.
And for all y'all saying that he don't, Arthur Smith don't trust Desmond Ritter because he didn't say he trusts him. Well, he gave him a whole different offense to run.
Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? Do y'all not understand when Mariota was in? The frustration on Arthur Smith was, I have to dumb down my book of offense so that Timmy can understand it. And then when Ritter got in there, when Ritter got in there, did you see how the plays progressed? Did you see how they got more elaborate?
Yep.
That's the difference.
And he wasn't scared to throw the ball down the field with Ritter.
Did you see Drake London come alive?
Yeah, he snatched them damn sleeves off and became a whole completely receiver.
Right. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that red zone play where Ritter and London were running parallel and then threw the ball over the top?
Mm-hmm.
These are the things we talk. Now, did you see Kyle Pitts hobble out on the field to see him play? What does that tell you? Kyle Pitts, when he hurt his knee, he ain't coming out there looking at Mariota.
I think that Jesus ball he threw to Carolina game like, nah, I'm good.
He on the side, Desmond Ritter on the sideline getting the team amped up after a bad drive.
Bruh.
He over there getting everybody amped. While Marcus, when it said at the end of the damn bench with his head down.
Do y'all know that there's a highlight reel that exists of Marcus Mariota overthrowing Kyle Pitts?
Oh
yeah, they said it was like 400 yards worth of overthrows or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm about to go YouTube that shit.
And you wonder why Kyle Pitts had that look on his face on the sideline.
Cause we got guilty because we were getting on Kyle Pitts because we were like he gave up, and then we had to look back like, God damn.
This man threw a 12-foot ball over a 7-foot wingspan, 6'6" man. Kyle Pitts went to the sideline and said, if he throw to that goalpost one more damn time, you're gonna see me body slam him.
Hey boy, he threw that ball all the way back to Methuselah on their ass.
He was throwing alley-oop side.
Boy, that ball landed on the ground. That shit had the 13 commandments on there. Thou shalt not throw. Thou shalt not catch.
There's only 10 commandments, bro. It's only 10 commandments. It's only 10 commandments.
He laid on his back. Look, he laid on his back and tried to topple the Tower of Babel with the ball. Come on now. Come on.
Y'all got to be real. When he threw that ball from the missionary position on that ground, bro.
Whoa. That nigga did not just say the missionary position. What the hell?
Bro, he was in the buck when he threw it. You see what I'm saying? That was the worst football moment I had ever seen in my life.
You said he was
my exact word. I said, what the fuck did this nigga just do? I know he didn't do it. I think.
Look, I'm about to say y'all might y'all might get more of us with Coach on the live days on the live. I kid you not, bro. I heard Mike throw a car through the phone.
Yes. But you know what got me? Go back and look at the film. The Panthers sideline felt bad, like, oh Lord, did you see this? Polo ting. This nigga throwing from his crotch.
It was like that meme where they say, and this is where he knew he fucked up.
Right, absolutely. And that's when they got that meme where Arthur Smith was like, That look on his
Bro,
face was like, I'm about to get fired. Arthur Blank is gonna fire me right here.
Look, bro, that pass alone has an OnlyFans page. Let's not
He the only quarterback in the league that twerked and threw a ball at the same time.
Somebody
Bro,
said he would.
I cannot get over how Arthur Blank was not Arthur Blank, how Arthur Smith was looking after that pass.
Oh my god.
He was in disbelief. Like, what the heck, bro?
No, he was looking like, bro, I should just sit your ass down right now. But you know what? I'm gonna give you one more chance to redeem yourself, and he did next week.
Oh god!
Then failed right afterwards. It was like, damn.
He stared the receiver down and threw to the other team like, we don't need this ball. There y'all go. Merry Christmas.
I ain't gonna lie, the city.
Hey, bro, did y'all see the defender? Bro, did y'all see the defender? That motherfucker could have whipped out and took a piss on the field, still caught that bitch.
Did nobody even try to catch it? You get what I'm saying? Like they were like, "What you doing, bro?" Like, look at this.
The ball had hang time like a punt,
bro. His name. He turned into Chris Moore that day.
Yeah. When you throw, when somebody intercept your pass and don't know they did it, he's looking around like, I got the ball.
All right, y'all, man. We finna wind this shit down tonight. Now we know it's about to end, boy, because this shit cracking jokes now, boy. Hey, but, yeah, like I said, if next time y'all want to go to the planetarium, they got Marcus Mariota's football up there, so y'all make sure if y'all want to pay $15 admission, you can see the constellation of the Marcus Mariota pass. But
and an autograph poster at Magic City.
Nah,
boy.
It'll be in Magic City, right? It's gonna be on the half off version of Magic City where the midgets be at.
Damn, man. Damn.
Hey, don't need to money.
They got look.
He ain't good enough to be at Magic City. He need to be at Cascade. That's where you need to be at.
Damn Cascade.
That Blade where the truck would be at.
Skate Town. They just hired the whole damn building. Skate Town.
Not Sparkles.
Oh my god, bro! Hey, look, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate everybody coming on with us, man. Like I said, we didn't expect to be on this long, but like you said,
it was a long fucking stream, K-Styles.
You know what happens when Chuck crazy ass come in here?
His ass is barred. All right, he ain't coming on this motherfucker no more.
Hey, we gotta change the purge. We gotta change the purge ourselves.
I was fucking with you, Chuck.
Yeah. Like I said, it's good because we get to get the shit out of our system. Like I said tomorrow.
No more Lamar Jackson talk.
No more Lamar Jackson, please. Please.
You know what's going to happen.
My hairline already receding. Don't make it worse.
You cannot escape it.
I can't escape.
Hey, man, we don't need K-Styles here to go so quickly.
I don't need to be looking like Stevie Wonder out here. I don't need to be looking like that.
Look, K-Styles, you better not come up here with that Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, damn that. If I do that, I'll come in here with a bald head. Before I do that,
I got a bald head.
So make sure y'all tune in for the 6-man combo tomorrow, where we will be talking about the other aspects of the fucking Falcons.
Thank you. Yes, cool.
And have y'all watching the Red Pick 2 Thursday. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, Red's Pick as well. Y'all make sure y'all go tune in to that.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be talking about everything else but motherfucking Baltimore Ravens. Whoever the hell needs a quarterback, hurry up and end this shit, because I don't want to be going through my timeline talking about. And I gotta see some goofy motherfuckers
Please.
who named after a box of snacks talking shit. I don't even
Oh
see that.
gosh. Oh gosh.
I'm not
I think
saying his name because I'm not
I
giving
muted
him no
him.
clout.
I muted him.
Man, I'm be, but hey, it's whatever, man. So until next time, people, man, we ain't here to play. I ain't hitting no goddamn. You know what? Nah, we need to calm down. Music. Hold on, I gotta calm down.
All right, come on, K-Staff.
We gotta calm it down. We gotta calm down. We gotta calm down.
Gonna put on that Geisha house music.
Somebody
Geisha
play the
house
music.
There you go. All right, there you go. Okay, I feel better now. So, hey, till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Peace up. 8 time down.
Get the fuck out. All right, hit the end button.
Y'all boys take care.